filmmaker George Lucas.
For nothing. That's right. That's the kind of sass that can only happen during the after
what?
show.
The after show is like sassy, right? I mean, this is when things get unbuttoned.
If it doesn't end in the next 30 seconds, I could see it going for hours.
Unbelievable. Well, I mean, now we're in the after show, and we have some segments that we do in the after show, and I feel like maybe is it okay if we do one of them?
I don't know. Is it, or are you going to boot the segment out of here?
I might boot the segment right out. If no one says yes, I might boot the segment.
I want this segment. I like things being included in the show.
It's a Julie Jamboree!
Julie, what went wrong?
I'm worried. Any questions you have, ask me right away, because I feel like I'm going to be gone before we start.
Has he ever tried to boot a member out of your family? Was he ever like this? Hi, Uncle. See you later, cousin.
Yes, I believe that's probably happened.
It's been a fun 4 years, Watto. 2016 was great for all of us.
The family out.
I like your haircut, George. Nice haircut this week.
Let's talk about this, George.
No haircut.
No haircut, George?
It looks nice.
Just style
Is
it
there
different.
some product, George?
Just put a little product in there. Because, and maybe this is getting ahead of it, but Lucasfilm announced this week that next year they're going to be celebrating the 50th anniversary of Lucasfilm. And what better way than with consumer products? If you read the press release that Lucasfilm announced, they say consumer products are what Lucasfilm has always been about. And we're going to be Lucasfilm will be releasing all kinds of new consumer products. And so in honor of that, I put a little bit of product in my hair.
I like that. It does raise a good question, George, because the big hullabaloo is, all these new consumer products for the 50th anniversary of Lucasfilm. It's not the 50th anniversary of Star Wars. They better back up that talk by giving us a lot of Radioland Murders, Tucker the Man and Dreams,
1138, Manifest Destiny, the documentary
Kurosawa's Dreams. Yes. I'm all but certain that Disney they have all of those licensing rights, even if they don't own the movies. That was part of the Lucasfilm acquisition.
We want Gary Kurtz Black Series action figures.
Yeah. We want.
You're saying just of Gary Kurtz?
American Graffiti merch. We want more American Graffiti merch.
We want more. Give us more American Graffiti.
Yeah.
Can we give a little recap of what happened the last time Julie was here?
Yeah, let's get a little recap.
Do you remember what we asked her to do?
I believe this was for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
A little turkey prank.
It was a Thanksgiving video prank.
Yeah. She was you were going to drop off some food at a family member's house because you got too much turkey.
Your grandparents, yes.
Yeah.
Family member, like an extended member. Your grandparents.
I want to keep it vague.
TMT.
So we told you to go ding dong ditch him when you dropped it off.
Triple D.
Can I show the video?
Triple D TMT.
Triple D TMT.
Hey, you kids, get off my lawn! Get out of here! Go on, get out of here!
There was creamed corn on the plate too, George, just so you know. We made sure the creamed corn got there.
Wow. That ties in with last week's episode. It's great. So we have continuity.
It's great continuity.
Great continuity.
It's great continuity.
Great continuity.
Let me ask you this.
My mother made sure that Wada was taken care of because Woody and Buzz both were part of the piece.
Goodness.
Appreciate it. And there's no better way to discourage a kid from being on your lawn than to bring out the Toy Story. I do like that strategy of running out, going, "You kids get out of here." Here, I'm holding 2 toys of 2 of the most beloved characters in the last 30 years of media.
Now let me ask: did Patrick express to you at any point before or after Thanksgiving or on Thanksgiving? Did he express any gratitude or any sentiments of what he's thankful for this year? Did he thank you?
I don't know. Like we had a Zoom on Thanksgiving.
This is not a question for you, Patrick.
So I had to be thankful because you came on the Zoom?
Thank you for calling out his entitled sense of thanks he deserves.
Yeah.
To be fair, we've been having a lot of Zooms.
To be fair, you're kicked off the show, Patrick.
Yeah.
I was a little offended. I didn't rank higher than Patrick when it came time to who was going to make judgments earlier in the show.
Hey,
I didn't
Julie
make the
Great
top
knows.
10.
Julie Great knows. You just slipped in at the number 10 slot. Pat is out of the 10.
Bubbling under number 11.
Patrick's 11, baby.
Yeah.
Julie,
so did he express any
so we
thanks,
know that
any
Patrick
gratitude?
No thanks. No thanks.
No.
No? Does he normally express gratitude? Or you think he takes it as read?
Oh.
Yeah. He does have a little bit of entitlement in him.
Patrick, we're gonna let's squeeze that. Let's squeeze a little gratitude out of him. Patrick, come on back in.
Julie, let's clarify as well. Did Patrick express any thanks to you?
I'm sorry, what was it?
Any
Did
Manx?
Patrick express any thanks? Did he at any point try to give you a summary of the new David Fincher Netflix original film, Manx?
I'll gladly do it. I watched it twice.
Then please express some thanks to your mother.
All right. The year, well, it's a couple different years, but one of the years is 1930, I think is the earliest one. And Mank, you know Mank. Mank's in Hollywood and Mank's pitching movies. He talks about The Wolfman and Frankenstein, both of which have not come out in 1930, but they talk about it as though they're big stars at Universal. And he wants to make a movie, and they're like, Mank, you're just another writer. You're just another writer. Don't get your, you're making too much out of yourself. And he's kind of mad about it. But then he breaks his leg. And in the year is 1940. And he's stuck up at this house, and guess what? He can't drink. He can't drink at that house. It's a dry house. And then they call in some nurses, and nurses say, Mank, guess who's on the phone? And he goes, who is it? I'm 45, but I look 60. And then they say, Mank, it's Orson Welles. And Orson Welles is on the phone.
Because, Ben, the French.
And he says,
campaign.
Mank, it's Orson. And they're like, Orson, this is great. And he's like, Mank, have you written my script yet? And he's like, no, Orson, I'm stuck in a house and my leg is broken. And then he writes Citizen Kane. That's Mank.
Wow.
And that's
Happy
expressing
Thanksgiving,
thanks to me, how, Patrick?
No, that's
expressing thanks. That's just one item off the list. He has not done anything to express thanks, but I thought we should get the thanks out of the way, right? Off the bat.
Yeah, had to start with Mank.
Patrick, the fact that you don't seem willing to express gratitude to your mother, I think you think of yourself as a Mank, but you behave like a little boyk.
A little boy.
People are saying I'm a lot like Orson.
No.
Okay.
No, you're a little boyk. B-O-Y-K.
Okay.
Because a true Mank would express gratitude.
Yes. That's what the grown Mank does.
Did you have nice Thanksgivings growing up, Patrick?
Yeah, we had good Thanksgivings. I was never a Thanksgiving boy. She knows that.
Oh, he hates to give the thanks.
No. It's because I don't like turkey, and I don't like stuffing, and I don't like cranberry sauce.
What do you like?
Sounds like
you like potatoes?
Yeah, what do you like? Not expressing gratitude.
We would always have the green bean casserole, and I like the green bean casserole.
Thank her for it. Who made it?
No.
Who made it?
That was a papa.
That was my grandfather, yeah.
Did you thank
Then
him?
It sounds like you should thank him.
Should I call him? 1 second.
Got to express some gratitude at 9:50 p.m. on a Sunday night.
Oh, he's up.
What is
He's
he
not
doing?
wa-
What is he
he's
doing
not
up on a
watching.
Sunday night? What's he
Promise
do?
he's not watching.
Everyone be quiet.
Hello.
Hey, I just want to thank you for the green bean casseroles at Thanksgiving.
Oh, you enjoyed it?
Well, in past years, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
No, we didn't even have it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, it was good talking to you.
That's it?
Yeah. What do you want to talk about?
Oh, I don't know. What did you do for Thanksgiving?
What did I think I talked to you on a Zoom? And then I scanned some pictures. I ate a Hello Fresh meal. I made a dinner.
What'd you make for dinner?
Oh God. I think it was meatball. It was bulgogi meatballs. I made bulgogi meatballs.
What the hell is that?
It's like Korean. It's like Korean seasoned beef meatball with just like a certain seasoning on it.
Are they very hot?
No, it's just it's
No?
like a barbecue saucy kind of thing.
Oh, okay. All right, good. I keep seeing that Korean barbecue.
Yeah,
You see that a lot. I've never had it.
it's good. You should try it. It's good.
Yeah, I don't know where I could get it.
I'm being told to thank you more by my conscience. That's what my conscience is saying. I'm going to thank you more.
Why?
Oh, geez, because it's Thanksgiving and I didn't send any thanks.
Well, that's okay. That's all right. Do you want to thank me, Anna?
No, I was told I just had to thank you.
Who told you this?
Tell him it's me.
Oh, retired filmmaker George Lucas.
Say that again?
Retired filmmaker George Lucas.
He told you to thank your father more, your grandfather more?
Yeah.
What'd you do with that film that your folks took of us?
Oh, I showed it on the show.
Did you really?
People liked it.
Can you send us a copy of it?
Yeah, sure. Have you watched Mank
Right.
yet?
Yes.
You watched it. What did you think of it?
Yes. It was a little long.
I agree.
He was quite a character.
Yeah.
He was dumb. He was super smart, but he was stupid.
Yeah.
You know,
Broke his
like
leg.
he said, he was his worst enemy. You know,
Yeah.
that when he found a way out of a trap, he'd repair the trap.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of thing.
Okay.
Died very young. Was it 57?
I think he was 53. I want to say 54, something like that.
53 from the sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah. What a shame. What a shame.
What a shame.
Yeah. I hate to see that.
Yeah.
You know, very smart people do that. You know, they just.
But he was also dumb.
Oh.
You said it. He was dumb.
Yeah, he was. It doesn't sound like he had a good relationship with his family either.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, I think so. Let me out. Hang on one sec. Let me out. Julie, do you have anything you need to say to your dad?
No, just I hope you had a nice Sunday.
Thank him.
And thank him. I want to thank him for the green bean casserole in the past years.
Mom says she wants to thank you for the green bean casserole in the past years.
Where are you?
I'm in Astoria.
And where is your mother?
She's in Enfield.
What are we, a two-way conversation here?
It's a multi-way
Two
conversation.
different phones?
It's like a 5-way conversation.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Oh, it is. Hi, Julie.
He says hi.
Hey, Dad.
But she can't hear me, though.
No,
huh?
she can. She can hear you.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. All right. Well, it was good.
All right.
It was good
Well, I
talking.
kept my language clean.
You did a great job. You did a great job.
Yeah, okay.
Also
All
say,
right.
Thank
he can do whatever he
you.
wants.
Thank
He doesn't
you.
have to keep it clean.
It was all my pleasure,
It
Pat.
was all his pleasure.
All my
He doesn't
pleasure.
have to keep it clean.
Retired filmmaker George Lucas says you don't have to keep it clean.
I do when Julie's on the other end.
Here, I'll take her off.
Yeah. No, that's all right.
All right. Thank you.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Love you, kid.
Love you too. Bye-bye.
Okay, wait a second. We were riding high on a positive note, and then how quickly you offered to kick your mom off the stream. You tried to do another little kick.
I did, but
Boot baby driving us crazy again.
You kick more than a rocket.
look at this.
Oh, it's cookie dough.
It's George eating a cookie dough. Eric McKenzie. That's a good one.
It's a cookie going voodoo in the George mouth.
I'd eat that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh boy. Well, that was unexpected.
That was beautiful.
It's
And
beautiful.
do
You should
see,
do that
wasn't there
more
a nice
often.
phone call, Patrick?
Yeah. Can you call and explain to him what happened when we're done?
I will. You have to understand he's retired, as you are, George. So he doesn't realize today is Sunday and the show is on.
He's just making movies for himself now.
My mother might have picked up on where, she was calling into or being called from, but my dad, he has no idea what days.
Yeah.
Well, I think that was a very nice conversation. It all came out of Patrick being forced to give thanks, which is something that should be automatic.
Mm-hmm.
And you made him feel really good, Patrick.
I hope so. I hope he's not mad. We don't listen. I'll say this. We don't like to put people on the air without them knowing that they're on the air. Famously, we do not like that. So I hope that he was okay with it.
I think he will.
I'm sure he will be.
It was very sweet. We didn't make him look foolish. We made him look like the good guy he seems to be.
He saw
You were the fool. You were the fool in that story.
He saw Mank. It just came out.
And Mank was the fool. Mank was kind of stupid.
Was last Friday, did Netflix call it Thanksgiving? Is that something people were calling it?
They messed up. They messed up.
They messed up.
Everybody should have been celebrating Thanksgiving. They should have released it on Thanksgiving.
George, can I plug something, George?
What?
Can I plug something?
Yeah, let's plug it.
Yesterday, I went through and edited every time they say the name Mank in Mank. And I made a super cut, and it's on Twitter if anyone wants to go see it. It's like a minute long because they say Mank a lot.
Can I ask a related question?
Yeah, sure.
How you doing, Patrick?
Yeah.
Hey, man. I watched Mank 2 days in a row, so I think that's enough of an answer, isn't it?
Yeah. And you edited the super cut.
Yeah.
Was that in between or after the second viewing?
It was the second viewing. Like I watched it as I was editing,
Another thing we should probably talk about. Well, one thing is, because we haven't been celebrating this, but I think we should go ahead and do this tonight. I think we have 62 minutes until Mando Monday begins on the East Coast.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It's various retailers are celebrating Mandalorian Mondays. They call them Mando Monday.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we're going to lead the show right up to Mando Monday, and then
we have 122 minutes.
Yeah, George, 122.
Oh, yeah, 122 minutes. We got quite a long road
on the East Coast. George is on West Coast, so his time frame gets a little messed up sometimes.
Yeah. But when we get to that point in the show, we'll be counting down to Mando Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the other thing that we want to talk about is our holiday specials coming up in a few weeks.
Yeah.
December, because we're in the holiday season. Hanukkah starts this Thursday.
Yeah.
And one of the things that that we want to get people involved in is people send letters to Santa. They send them to the North Pole.
Oh, right. This is important. I'm glad you remembered these, George.
Watto, do you want to talk about this? Because I feel like this is a big Watto thing.
I want George to talk about it. I'll jump in after George makes the announcement.
You'll jump in with the specifics, but this year we are encouraging people to, and this is not exclusive. You can all still send letters to Santa, but we want to do a second thing.
And this is something we really want to happen.
We really want people to do this. So especially if you have paper and envelopes and maybe even some postage stamps in your home, and you have a safe way that you can write and mail a letter or send a card. We want people to write letters to Watto, and they can be any nice letters. Nice letters.
They must be nice.
They must
no
be
naughty.
Nice. Nothing naughty. Nice letters. Just making some wishes, maybe. And they can be wishes for yourself for nice things, or wishes for the world.
Yeah.
And
you can wish well upon Watto, or you can ask Watto for a wish.
Yes. And And we want these sent to Watto, where Watto's apartment is in the Dakota building in New York City.
Yes. We want to make this very clear. We want this sent to the Dakota where Watto lives. We want these letters to be delivered to the Dakota.
Do we have an address we can put on screen, Watto?
Let me find it. We had one in the text thread earlier today, right?
Yeah, I just want to make sure I get your apartment number and everything correct.
Well, it's apartment number 69. You know that.
Oh, yes, I forgot.
Unit 69.
Okay, let me put the address up on screen, and we want people to send letters to the Dakota.
Nice letters,
Watto.
kind letters.
Kind letters.
Yeah. Okay, it is. So it will be Watto. Next line. The Dakota. Next line. Unit 69. 1 West 72nd Street. New York, New York, 10023.
And the thing that's fun about this is if you send the letters to Watto at the Dakota, I will definitely be able to read them. That is the fun of this segment, is that I am certainly going to receive those letters and read them and enjoy them, because this is very much where I live.
Yeah. So we want people to do this, and I sincerely hope that people will actually do this, because I think it's a good way to get into the Christmas cheer.
Absolutely.
Or the Life
Absolutely.
Day-
And
the
who
Life
knows,
Day- the Life Day spirit.
maybe your wish may be granted.
Maybe your wish come true.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the wish come true.
Maybe the wish come true.
Maybe the wish come true.
Julie,
Maybe
do
the
you,
wish come true.
do you have any Life Day Christmas wishes that you're thinking about? I don't want you to say them just yet, because we're not there yet.
Yes.
What's your
Sure.
greatest Life Day wish?
You can say it now, or you can hold on to it if you want. It's totally up to you.
I'll hold on to it.
Okay. Because I'll say this.
Write it in a letter. Send it to Watto.
I
Sometimes it's
will.
better not to verbalize.
Yeah.
I will.
Can we announce our Life Day show?
Yeah, what do you want to announce?
I just want to give the date and what we're raising money for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
December 20th.
Yeah.
All day long.
Are they?
Wait. Oh, so we start in the morning.
We'll see. Right now,
We'll see.
Right now it starts at noon. right?
Mornings aren't always great for Patrick. I'm not sure if mornings will work.
Julie.
Yeah. The only kind of mornings Patrick likes are MOURNING, because
Yeah,
that
he
brings a
finds
real
those
smile.
hilarious. Yes.
It
Right.
will probably start at noon. We'll see. Feeding America is what it's going to be raising money for. We got a lot of people coming up.
Can I say the thing you don't want me to say?
Can you write it in the private chat and I'll tell you if you could say it?
No, I'm going to say it.
I don't know if
I'm
I will.
hoping this is the most guests we have ever had in a show. I'm hoping.
Well, then here's the thing, Watto. We got to start earlier.
Well, let's see. I will say the more guests we book, the earlier we will start.
Okay.
Let's not put the cart before the horse. Last week, how many guests did we have booked? 3?
No. Oh, for Life Day, we had 2, yeah. And then this week, now we're a lot more.
This is my point. So then this week,
Let's
you
go
said
ahead and give us
maybe
the
we have to
number. It's
stop.
not spoiling to say how many guests you've already booked.
I think we're at 24 right now.
24.
24.
That's from Jack
A
Bauer.
Kiefer
shit.
Sutherland.
I think it's the Jack
Yeah.
Bauer number. Yeah.
We're at the Jack Bauer. And Studio 60 ended up at what? At 50 guests?
I think Studio 60 had 53, if I remember right.
Look, we might not hit it.
Because famously,
But
that
we
show is
might.
known at Studio 53 on the Sunset Strip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. At least we want to hit the Steve Rubel. We want to hit a 54.
Okay.
Maybe we might not make it, or maybe it will be a Life Day miracle.
Maybe it'll be a Life Day miracle. We'll see. We'll see. All right.
But no watch along. It's going to be a classic holiday special with drop-in appearances by some of our good friends and maybe even some new friends.
Yes. Yes.
But to look back on this last year so we can give thanks.
Yeah.
A lot to give thanks to. You all did a wonderful job this year.
Come on.
You did.
Come on.
Hey, guys, I'm going to say something there really quick. Thank you for that. That was very nice of you.
You're welcome, Patrick.
Patrick?
Anything you want to say to me or George, Patrick?
Watto, you look really nice tonight. And I thank you for looking so nice.
Very good.
Have you watched Manifest Destiny yet?
Mm-mm.
You gotta watch that. I thought you were a Lucasfilm fan.
Thank you for sending me the file. I will watch it at some point.
All right, Patrick, can we? Patrick,
George,
will you not listen
What?
for just a second? Will you seriously, Patrick, not listen for like the next 30 seconds? Promise. Patrick, I need your promise.
Earmuffs. Okay.
Okay. You have two options for what I'm going to do with Patrick. I'll leave it up to you. Okay. I'm going to ask Patrick to go back on the stream. I'm going to ask him to say something to you, and you either repeat it back to him, or if you want to be funny about it, you just say, "I know." Okay.
Okay.
All right, Patrick, come back. Oh, he can't hear us. What
Oh,
have I
no.
done?
You gave him a 30-second
Next up.
counter. Okay. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Patrick, just you and me, Patrick. Just you and me. I want it to be just you and your mom on the screen.
Mhm.
And I want you to tell your mom that you love her. Okay?
Hey, Julie.
Hey, Patrick.
I love you.
I know.
Yanking the unyankable crank.
Julie, thank you so much for coming by tonight. We
You're
really
welcome.
He was a little funny.
Can you click out of the screen yourself?
Can I click out?
Yeah, I don't want to. I'm not kicking you.
How do I do that?
He's
Just
going to
click
do it with
X.
his boots. Show us your feet, Patrick. Otherwise, we'll know that you're booting out.
Just click X on the screen.
He figured out another way
Unbelievable.
to do it.
I
I'm not
cannot believe what I just saw. A son forcing his own mother to kick herself. What? I can't believe it. The surprises don't stop coming to me.
Watto, do you want to ask the question that we always ask?
What, how the guest wants to be introduced?
Yeah.
Hey there, guest. If you want to type anything into the private chat, saying how you want to be introduced, Watto will read it. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, you know him best as Patrick's father. Please welcome to the George Lucas After Show, Carl Tart.
Hey!
Hey.
Hi, Dad.
How y'all doing?
How
Hello
are you?
there.
How's everybody? How's everybody hanging? Everybody looks great. Y'all look great.
Thank you.
Come on.
Thank you, Carl.
Come on, thank you.
Big
How are
Watto.
you hanging?
How
Huh?
are you hanging?
How are you hanging?
I'm hanging.
How you
man.
hang?
I'm
Yeah.
hanging. I'm hanging.
Yeah.
Hanging tough. Like the new kids on the block.
Yeah. What do you have around your neck on that chain there? From here, it almost looked like it was like the Mandalorian, the Horde 33.
It's right here. This is that's the number 33. It is the number that I wore in high school and college basketball.
Mhm.
It's the war my father is the number my father wore in high school football.
Patrick's
Me and my
grandfather.
father did not play the same position in football, so I couldn't have this number.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I had 88 in football. My father was a defensive back,
IG88.
and a faster person than I was in high school. But
Carl, if you split off half of that 88, you know what you're left with?
thank you.
33.
That's why I did it. That's why I did it.
That's good.
That's why I got the chain. And then in basketball and in baseball, I was able to wear 33.
That's pretty good. Watto, George, do you guys have any connections to the number 33?
Well, two
I mean,
trilogies. That's the number of Star Wars theatrical films I made. If you don't count the Ewok
Sure.
movies, 3 and 3.
Sure.
Famously.
Watto, anything?
I mean, it's half of Order 66. So,
Yeah.
And
You
IG88,
know, when
the famous bounty
Right.
hunter.
Yeah.
right. It's only 36 less than my apartment number.
Yeah, 69 famous.
9.
Yeah.
And yes, it's almost like this is a number 33 situation. Suddenly we're recognizing all these patterns. Jim Carrey style.
People are bringing
escape.
It's
Now,
the
Carl-
Jesus number. Carl, it's the Jesus number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the Jesus number. It's Jesus' birthday.
Yeah.
Now, while we're also looking for patterns, Carl, you asked to be introduced as Patrick's father. You have abbreviated your screen name is CT. Patrick has always said he is from Connecticut.
It's true.
CT is the abbreviation, so there's a clue right there.
Patrick.
And if you take out the O and the NOIR,
Yeah.
Yeah,
CT.
that's right. It's right
Yeah.
there.
I'll just do it just so we can.
Yeah.
There you
There
go.
you go.
Look at that.
Well, now
Let's
it
put a little
feels like
JR.
you're
We'll put a little JR on it.
put a little JR on. Put the
Yeah.
junior on.
Little let's Luxo this. Let's Luxo it.
There you go.
Yes.
there you go.
Yeah.
Carl, how's lockdown been? What have you been doing?
Man, lockdown's been cool, you know. I've been out here. I've been in the house, bored.
Yeah.
Picking up hobbies. I started playing golf.
Oh,
So that's been real hard. It's not like any other sport. That one kind of sucks. And I've been trying to start playing more video games because I'm not really much of a gamer, but me in the house.
Have you played anything that you like?
yeah. What do you play?
I play like Flight Simulator. I play Truck Driver, which is another simulation game. I play.
What about this one? Have you played this one, Carl?
I haven't played that one. What's episode 1?
Episode 1 Racer with Watto, recently re-released.
I think I may have had that on N64. Am I lying?
Yeah, no, that was the N64 right there.
Okay.
But it's recently been remastered, re-released for new gen consoles.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to check that out. I just been playing simulators. I'm a big simulator fan.
Yeah, this is the ultimate simulator.
You like to go fast, Carl?
I do.
I love it. I just love fast cars, fast ships. Anytime I meet someone who has the word car in their name, I'm always a little jealous because I always think I would love to have the word car in my name. I love fast cars.
Mm-hmm.
Did you like that when you were growing up? Did you like that you had the word car in your name?
Yeah. You know, fun story about that.
Yeah.
Ironically, when I was a kid, I wanted to be a bus driver.
Oh.
Because my school bus driver was this dude named Mr. Tim, and Mr. Tim was so cool to me, and I thought it was tight how he got to open the door for the kids. He knew all of our names. Yeah, and we had him like every year, same guy. He it felt like every year he had our year as we got older, and then I remember one time he was drinking a Slim Fast, and my teacher walked up and was like, "Tim, what you drinking?" Milkshake. And I don't know why I thought that was cool. And now that I'm older and realize he was drinking a Slim Fast, I'm like, that's not a milkshake.
Yeah.
Why did he say that?
Yeah.
That's like the opposite of what milkshakes do for you.
Yeah.
But that was funny to me. Mr. Tim, man. Shout out to Mr. Tim.
He made it work though. He sold it. Like he made that look like a milkshake.
Yeah.
His Slim Fast brought all the people to the yard.
It's a confidence game. That's what the lesson is there. You know, you say it's a milkshake, it's a milkshake.
Yeah. Yeah. My teacher didn't dispute it either. And she was a teacher. She was molding young minds. This is the Head Start program in Mississippi. She's molding young minds. And she's like, okay, if he says he's drinking, I'm not going to dispute it.
It's ostensibly her job to correct falsehoods, and she accepted it as true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, Carl, do you know that this exists?
Yes, and I have played that a little bit.
Okay.
It's really hard.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, but it's
Probably-
fun.
It's not easy driving a bus.
No.
Sounds like a good simulation.
Have you ever had a chance to drive an actual bus?
I've never driven a bus. The biggest vehicle I've driven, it has been like a conversion van or like a U-Haul truck. You know what I mean? Like that's
Did you enjoy driving a U-Haul truck?
Yeah, it's a level of power that you don't normally get, and be like sitting up that high and
unlimited power.
Yeah, throwing that shit around, you know.
Yeah. What point did you realize? Because presumably, was it one moment or was it a gradual realization that that wasn't going to be your path?
I realized it pretty quick once I started wanting to be a garbage man, to do the same thing,
right?
But not to drive the garbage truck, but to ride on the back of it.
Yeah, hang on
the back, jump off. Yeah,
keep going.
And I was like, this bus shit, miss me with this bus shit.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be a garbage truck driver, a garbage truck rider.
Sure.
Yeah.
The poor driver, he's stuck behind the wheel. But the people who are working the back, they can jump off. They jump back on. They're living wild.
Yeah. Yeah.
You must feel free. Yes.
Carl, I have a question. It says that you wrote a Mary J. Blige unaired Burger King commercial on IMDb.
Mm-hmm.
What happened? Why didn't it air?
That was a sketch.
Oh.
Yeah, it's on. You can see it on YouTube. I wrote it for the Second City Network.
I really like the idea of someone putting an unaired commercial on IMDb.
It's impossible. Their whole thing is have it your way. If you did a commercial for them, you'd have to air it.
You have to. Yeah. The premise of this sketch was this commercial was unaired, but the sketch itself was aired.
Yeah. The commercial part of it. Yeah.
Got
it. Okay.
Yes. I mean, Carl, you cannot imagine how painful it is to spend years of your life writing something only to have it shelved.
Only to have it shelved. What'd you say?
Have it shelved.
Oh.
Put on a shelf, unaired. Yeah. George has been there, and you don't want to be put in that position.
You should tell Carl about that. I feel like Carl would like to hear it. I want George to tell.
Yeah, I'll tell you the quick version, which is that I made a show called Star Wars Detours. It made some headlines last week because they leaked a segment from one of the episodes. But I made a show, very funny comedy Star Wars animated show about a decade ago.
Mm-hmm.
And you know how it works in the business. Normally you make a pilot or you make a deal and then you get someone to pay for it. And normally the people who are airing the show will foot up, they'll foot the bill like so you can make it. Well, I just wrote a check. I just made the show. So I made 39 episodes of this show, just assuming that a Star Wars animated comedy show, executive produced by George Lucas, there would be a market for this.
Mm-hmm.
Then I sold Star Wars to Disney. And I'm giving them all the stuff. I say, here you go. You have A New Hope. Here's Empire. Here's Jedi. I'm just giving them all of it. I said, here's the Ewok. I'm just loading them up with all the stuff. And then I said, oh, hey, I got another thing for you here. 39 fresh cartoon fun episodes of Star Wars Detours. It's got Billy D. Williams is in it. It's got Ahmed Best is in it. It's got all this great voice talent. Weird Al is in it. And I just naturally assumed, based on, you look at the way a person behaves, or in this case, a company. And that's usually you can predict their future behavior based on what they've done.
Mm-hmm.
So I looked at Disney and I thought, well, what do they do with cartoons? They release them.
Yeah.
Sometimes they'll take them away. They'll put them in the vault, but they'll always release them. And so they took these and they put them up on a shelf in the vault. And I thought, give it a year or two. They'll release them. And then a couple of years passed. And I thought, oh, maybe it'll be a few more years. And here we are, and it's 2020, and they have a streaming channel, and they have 39 episodes of a very funny Star Wars comedy show. And all they would have to do is press a button and release them. It actually would be the safe, smart thing to do during a pandemic, because we all need, you said yourself, you're bored. Like everyone, in order to be safe, you gotta stay in. You gotta protect yourself.
Yeah.
And they would be doing such a public service if they would give. I mean, that's 39 episodes, even though they're half-hour episodes. That is more hours of Star Wars than I directed for the theaters personally.
Yeah.
That's a lot of Star Wars.
I've heard the name of this show before. This never came out?
It never came out. And the Robot Chicken guys, they were in on it. Basically, Robot Chicken was doing funny Star Wars things. I said, let's do the real thing. Come to Uncle George. I'll make it. We'll have fun. We'll goof around. We'll be silly. And there it is. Billy D is
They have like trailers for it and stuff?
Yeah, there was a Comic-Con panel Yes, and then the show never came out. Last week, one segment was leaked, not by us. We can send you some episodes, Carl.
We can send you some
under
episodes.
the radar.
Send me some
We
episodes.
got some.
I got a question for you, Mr. Lucas.
Yeah, absolutely.
Uh,
Ask me anything, bro.
you're building a museum.
Oh,
Great question. Already a great question.
In the neighborhood.
Already a Hall of Fame question.
You're the first person to bring it up to me. Normally, I have to tell people about it, but yeah, I am building a museum. It's going to be open hopefully in a year.
This is not an exaggeration, Carl. We have been doing this show since May online, for years on stage before that. We have had hundreds of guests. You are the first person to have previously heard about the museum.
Now, see, y'all see that street right there, that boulevard right there? That's Vermont Boulevard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go, Boulevard!
And Vermont Avenue.
Okay.
And you see that building right there? That's the Department of Social Services. That one.
Yeah.
And right on the other side of that Department of Social Services is the street that I grew up on.
Oh.
Now now talk about narrative art.
Talk about
You're telling us a story.
Yeah. And I grew up across the street. Everybody can see that the LA Coliseum is right there, built in 1923, starting for the 1930 Olympics.
So are you excited about the museum going in there? Do you think it's going to be a good thing for the neighborhood?
I think it's gonna be great. You got to let those neighborhood kids around there need something like that.
Yeah, they're going to come in. They're going to learn about stories, and they're going to learn how to tell their own stories.
Yeah, you got to market it to them though. You got to let those kids in for free because they don't. That area is not the most impoverished. In fact, it's impoverished.
Sure.
Yeah. No. Yeah, we're doing everything we can to make sure that people can get access to this place, especially because I'm paying for the museum, and my goal is to make it a place that people can go. And so it's not going to be the kind of museum that people are like, oh, well, you got to have you got to have a lot of money if you go to this museum. We want to make it a place where we can make it accessible, especially for kids, and especially for kids who otherwise maybe would not go to a museum. We want to make it fun and exciting and affordable and accessible. So we're trying to do as much as we can to try.
Oh, wait a second. Let's put these pieces together. Carl, you are a professional writer.
Yes, sir.
You also spent your childhood in this neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
And you're saying we need to successfully market this museum to the children of this neighborhood.
Yeah.
I think this just became a writer's room. And I think we're about to start pitching an ad campaign. Let's crack this. Let's crack this.
The museums that they have over there already, they got the California Science Centers over there. The Natural History Museum. They got the Aerospace Museum, which is where I had my prom.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Very nice night. Very nice.
Okay. So how do we...
No, let's hear about the prom. Watto, hang on one second.
Let's hear
Tell us about the prom.
You want to hear
What happened?
I'll tell you about the prom. So it was Casino Royale themed because I graduated high school in 2007.
Okay.
And so they had it was that year that Casino Royale came out, 007, blah blah blah, and they had a casino set up in there. It was real nice. They had like the Sputnik hanging from the roof, the real joint. They got that up in there. They have like a United 727 sitting outside. Drive by USC. It's over there, and we just kicked it all night long. It was popping.
That's fun. Were there any songs you remember that you danced to?
Yeah, Buy You a Drink was a big song that year. T-Pain's Buy You a Drink. Bartender, also by T-Pain and Akon.
Okay.
T-Pain had a great year that year in 2007.
Okay.
Throw Some D's by Rich Boy. That was another one. Some reggaeton was played. My high school was diverse.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, we had a real good time. We had a grand old time over there in that Aerospace Museum.
That's great.
So, George, how do we make the George Lucas Museum of Narrative Art an enticing location for future proms?
Future proms?
Yes.
Well, what's
people need to be throwing Lucas proms? Yes. Yeah. What's the story? Let's crack the story on this.
The museum's about storytelling. It's about how art tells a story. So I think the way we sell it, everyone loves stories.
Mm-hmm.
Like you start from the moment a child can understand a story, They want to hear stories.
Yeah.
You know? So I think that's the starting point. If it's about narrative art, we lure people in by the promise that you're gonna hear some stories. You're gonna discover some stories. You're gonna find them. You're gonna see them, and you're gonna process them. You know, I think that's the starting
stories
point.
of love. That's what people are looking for at the prom is love.
And the stories, I mean, once you open that joint up and you got some proms in there, everybody's gonna have a story about grinding on some ass at the prom. Going outside, taking drinks when you're not supposed to be because you're a minor.
George, think about this. Someone will always be able to connect grinding on some ass with George Lucas for the rest of their life.
And this is a good point, George. You've been so busy thinking about the stories the museum can tell. You haven't been thinking about the stories that guests can tell about the museum. Like, I touched a boob there.
Yeah.
I touched a boob right by the Thanksgiving painting, the Norman Rockwell Thanksgiving painting.
That's all a story. That's storytelling, baby.
Yeah. And if I think back to you think about it's in Los Angeles, it's in California. You think about the OC. You think about when I appeared on the OC, and what was that story about?
Going to prom.
Going to prom.
Yeah. Carl, George was, I don't know if you watched the OC back in the day, but George guest starred on the OC.
Yeah.
We used to check out the OC back then. Yeah.
Yeah.
You remember the episode I was in?
I don't. That might have been when I saw it.
Do you remember the episode? Do you remember the episode where they said, "Ooh, what you said? Ooh, what you said?" They're shooting, and they say, "Oh, and then you only meant well." It's probably yabba dabba do what you said. Oh, but it's all for the best. You know it is. Ooh, what you said. Yeah, and you only meant well. Yabba dabba do what you said. Oh, but it's all for the best.
That Imogen Heap was hidden.
Yeah.
So the episode before that was about Seth Cohen skipping his prom to pitch a comic book to George Lucas, and George Lucas says, "Nah, go to your prom."
Yeah, go to your prom.
Damn.
Yeah. So this is it. He could say, "Go to your prom at my museum."
Yeah.
He doesn't have to say go to your prom. He has to say come to your prom. Right here.
Yeah, we got room.
Why don't you?
I have like 200 songs on my iPod. We can play them, and people can have a great time.
Yeah.
And you can set up like a pitch table if you want to. If you want to reach out.
If you want to come over here and pitch ideas, and I'll give story notes during prom.
Yeah.
You could also pitch ideas not about just movies or stories you want to tell, but like, what should I do next in the prom? Like, to have fun. Be like, all right, let's brainstorm. Let's break this.
Carl, what did your neighborhood kids go to the museums in your area? Was that like a fun thing to do? Yeah.
That was the field trip. Like, everybody remembers going to the science center. There was a 50-foot woman, Tess, that she was. You saw in how the insides work, how the nervous system works.
Oh wow!
50-foot skeleton woman.
Oh, did anyone have a crush on Tess?
She was butt ass naked, but like layers deep, butt ass naked.
Well,
that's my favorite kind of naked.
Yeah, some people are interested in a shallow woman, but I prefer depth.
Mm-hmm. You can see the depth.
Yeah.
You can see the depth.
Oh wow! I found Carl. I found a photo of Tess.
Yeah.
It's exactly what you described.
Have you been guarding that photo, Patrick?
No, I just found it.
Guarding Tess.
Guarding Tess. Yeah. I mean, this is her, right, Carl?
That's Tess. Yeah, that's Tess.
Wow.
What is she pointing at?
I don't know.
Honestly, from this photo, it looks like she's pointing at like her killer, like he killed me.
He's the one who cut me open, so I could be visible for all to see.
It is funny how much I see in this photo, Tess, and I think she is a normal size, and I think that those people are tiny. Like, I cannot process that Tess is 50 feet. She looks in this story, the narrative's art that I'm seeing right now is about a bunch of very tiny people who are there to help Tess.
You know what's crazy for scale? Those people back there, those are the Lakers.
Whoa!
Those are the Lakers.
What year? What year Lakers is that?
Wow.
5 Lakers. Those are the Steve Blake.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow! Look at them back
Look
there.
at them. Look at them. Who would
I can't even. That guy. That
Is
guy.
that Tessa's pulse? Is that meant to be Tessa's pulse on the screen back there?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
I remember how the show went. I think Tess. I'm not gonna say Tess dies because she don't. That was
What?
dramatic for the kids.
No.
But
If she dies, it will only make her more powerful than you can possibly imagine.
Mhm.
Tess was cool though.
Yeah.
Cool. That was a cool time.
It feels like it's more disturbing that she's not dead.
Yeah.
That she.
Yeah.
Okay, but let's learn a lesson from this. Okay, so Tess was the big draw there at the Science Center.
Mhm.
George, we need something really big at the Lucas Museum. What can we offer in terms of storytelling that has the same sense of scale and scope as Tess?
Well, we got to think what we have the rights to. Because obviously it'd be easy enough. Back in the day, it'd be easy enough to have a Rancor in there and cut that Rancor open.
Big.
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 But then I don't know. We will have some concept art from the films, but I don't know. I'm trying to think in terms of public domain characters. Certainly, Paul Bunyan, which I believe is a public domain character, and you could cut him open. Big Paul.
Yeah.
Who are some other big people?
Big Jesus.
Big Jesus.
Big Jesus, cut him open. Did they establish this? Our Jesus's, and we know his outsides were regular, but did he have all the same things? We assume so, but there was never an autopsy, was there? We don't have any confirmation whether he
body disappeared. Body disappeared. Never got the chance.
Famously.
Famous.
Yeah, I don't know. So Big Jesus, Big Paul, not the alien Bunyan.
Yeah.
Big
Babe, obviously Babe, the big blue ox.
Yeah.
What about the BBB?
Oh yeah. Big BB-8 the one that I the pool toy that I cut open.
That would be a BBB-8. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the BBB, George. I'm talking about a big butter boy.
Oh, you want
Carl who Butterboy is. See, I have a collection. I held up this book before. Me and my buddy Steve, we collect Norman Rockwell paintings.
Okay.
And we have the biggest collections of Norman Rockwell paintings because his paintings always would sort of tell stories. Or like, oh, this guy's getting a haircut or something, and it'd be like a story. And so a lot of the museum is going to be that. But one of the most famous Norman Rockwell paintings is a character known as Butterboy.
Okay.
Butterboy, he holds that bread. That bread has butter on it. He has a butter knife, or what looks like it could be a butter file, perhaps. Maybe it could be that Butterboy is in prison, and that is the file that someone smuggled in between two pieces of bread. Because that does look more like a file than a proper butter knife, doesn't it?
Butterboy looks like an old ass man.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. He's got an old soul.
Yeah, and an old face.
Yeah, he got an old face. But that was the time. People aged faster back then.
They
did. Mank rules. You live harder. You age faster.
Yeah.
He looks like he could have been a Kennedy.
And he's
He does look like a Kennedy. We've tried to figure out who he looks like, and a Kennedy is a good one.
Yeah.
He looked like one of those fucking square-headed Kennedys.
Yeah, there's JFK and RFK and BBK.
BBK.
Not to be mistaken with BB King. Butterboy Kennedy. And then, of course, there's Butter Girl. A Butter Girl, she butters her bread a little differently.
She puts too much.
Oh, Watto, you want to show that? That's what we're showing? We're showing the...
Oh, my God.
She just has solid pads of butter. She doesn't even spread them. She just pushes them onto the bread. The pads, the thick pads.
I bet you she folds that bread up like a hot dog and just eats
Here,
it.
Right.
Here she is on a tray.
Carl, this is exactly what we're talking about. That's some narrative storytelling. You're looking at the picture and you're coming up with the next beat of the story. She folds it up, eats it like a hot dog.
Now, Patrick, that last one.
Yeah.
Who drew that? Because that plate is
Well, that's a good question. It says it's Norman Rockwell. Where we go? There we go. But he didn't draw this.
I don't believe that.
No.
How do you know?
But it's part of the Norman Rockwell Collectors Club.
Okay.
I don't know who drew it. And we cannot find any more. Yeah. Watto, can you?
There's a real shift in quality. I think is what Carl is picking up on.
Yeah. Because that one is believable. I looked at the date on the place that y'all have. That's 1979. Yeah. And the one we have, Patrick, is 84.
84.
And they tried to switch it up in 84.
Yeah.
Now let's see.
What does it say on the back of that? What does it say on the back? Does it say it's by Norman Rockwell?
Yeah. It says Norman Rockwell Collectors Club Butter Girl Limited Edition number. Oh, you know what number it is?
What?
420.
420, baby.
That's the answer. That's the answer. They were fucking high when they painted that thing.
And you know, 1984, they're smoking sticks.
Yeah.
They're smoking that Reggie in 80.
They might have even been smoking butter. They might have been taking the butter knife to those sticks, lathering them up.
Right, freebasing butter.
But here's the other thing. Rockwell dies in 78, and they say, we're doing whatever the hell we want now.
Oh, boy.
They don't even
maybe if you look at the last few years of Charles Schultz's Peanuts, the art style changes because his hand grows shaky. We'll be having some Charles Schultz artwork on display in the museum as well. Now, I have a plate here. I'm not going to show it.
Why, George?
I'm going to look at it, but I'm not going to show it to you because I'm saving it.
Okay.
It's not a butter. It's not a butter boy.
Okay.
Is it a
I'm not going to show this plate until December 20th.
Okay. Ooh. Is it a Rockwell, George?
Oh, it's a Rockwell.
Here's some fan art. We got the ad campaign from Bring the Noise. Host your prom at the George Lucas Museum of Narrative Art. Maybe you'll touch a boob.
There you go.
That's pretty good.
There you go.
Think about that, George. I just want to bring it back to an earlier point.
Yeah.
December 20th. That's 12/20. 12 plus 20 is 32. One plate.
33.
What are we talking about here, guys? Oh, my third eye aches. My third eye aches. Oh, where did Big Watto go?
I don't know. Watto, where'd you go?
Watto, where'd you go?
I'm looking for the thing.
Wow.
Okay. Carl, if you had a museum, what would you put up in it? Because George's got a lot going up in it.
I'm gonna put a ton of stuff up.
Surprising stuff, some boring stuff.
Yeah.
What would you put in the museum now?
My museum would be honestly I like so much stuff that most people deem like useless.
Yeah.
So it'll be like I would have a lot of aviation stuff in there. I'm a big fan of commercial flight. I'm a bit of an av geek, if you will.
Yeah.
Fighter jets and stuff like that. I just really like the evolution of commercial flight and how in what was said to be the golden age of flight, it actually sucked to fly.
Huh. What do they consider the golden age of flight?
Well, when like the early to late 50s and the 60s and stuff like that, when it was
sold as a luxury experience.
Yeah.
And in certain ways, it was more luxurious than it is now because now everything is economy and they're packing stuff into it. But I would call my museum Tartio's Museum of the History of Everything.
Pretty good title for
my name. Tartio is my Italian name.
Yeah.
And Italian museums usually are better.
Do well. Yeah.
Do well. And so Tartio's History of Everything Museum.
Okay.
Whatever you want to know the history of.
Okay. It's there. Yeah. Did you ever want to be a pilot?
Yeah, I do want to be a pilot. I currently will still be a pilot only because I don't like people driving me around. I'm a bit of a control freak when it comes to travel. I like to drive.
Yeah.
Because I know what I'm doing.
Have you ever taken a lesson or anything, or is this?
No, I'm terrified to take a lesson.
Yeah.
Terrified. But I'll get on the flight simulator and stuff.
Otto's back.
Oh my God.
Carl, I apologize for the delay, but I have to sound the butter bell. The 1976 first limited edition Buttergirl bell, because I have relocated under a pile of bills the final piece of our butter museum here on the George Lucas Talk Show. The three-dimensional sculpture that reveals the third major character in the Trinity, Butter Dog.
Wow.
The dog who wants nothing but to spread butter himself. He looks on with awe and jealousy.
Wow. Do you think butter was better back then?
Absolutely. This is not like the aviation industry. There truly was the golden age of butter. I think it was peak butter in America.
Are you guys sticks of butter guys? Are you tubs of butter guys? Are you margarine guys? What's the
I'm not a margarine guy. I'll do a stick. I'll do a tub.
Yeah.
Stick. My grandma used to buy crop. And you want to talk about funny marketing? Those commercials were funny back in the day.
Yeah.
Ooh, should I spread it on this? Oh, you didn't ask that last night. You know, it was always like a lot of innuendo.
Sure.
Yeah. Butter is it's a flirty food.
Yeah. Do you remember did you ever see the commercials for Parquet?
What's Parquet?
A little tub of Parquet, I believe, is a margarine brand. And let me see if I can find it. It's a little tub would keep saying the word butter. Butter.
Oh, and somebody would go, Parquet.
Yeah.
Yes,
you
yes.
Know it. You know it.
Yeah.
Just found a picture. I've never heard of Parquet.
There will be a lot of old commercials in my museum too. I love old commercials.
Okay. So we got flight, we got old commercials, and just everything else.
Everything. The history of everything.
That's good.
I'm going to play this. I'm going to play this.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I don't care. I'm going to play this one. Here's one with a Parquet butter commercial.
You're just going to hold. George, you
Hold on.
Don't mess with Don't mess with me. Okay, Mom. I said Parquet, come here. You smooth. You creamy. You taste like butter. No butter.
Wow.
Sir, Parquet margarine from Grand.
Wow.
Deacon Jones.
Now
hold on. It's Deacon Jones.
Hold on.
I am fine. Who is he? He's Parquet.
Is that Senor Wences?
Yes.
He's not Parquet? I think so. Taste. Smooth. Creamy. He's butter. It's okay. He's nice. All right.
Wow.
From Kraft. The flavor says butter.
Wow.
See, my thing is, I don't fuck with margarine and the like. I don't like the sort of arrogance of these people saying, you won't believe it's not butter. You know what I'm saying? I want to taste something and think to myself, I can believe it is butter. And I want to go, I believe it. Yes.
Watto, I will say that a little bit, maybe just a little bit, watching that last commercial, it did feel like if we did a 23andMe on a Watto, I think
there's a little bit of Senor Wences in Watto's lineage. Absolutely. I'm not surprised to hear that's a commercial that you used to watch, George, years before writing me.
Watto, is it all right?
Yes, it's all right.
Tell me it's all right.
It's all right. Parquet.
That's good stuff.
Okay, so butter commercials, history of aviation, right? One wing is sort of, you think that was the golden age? Actually, it sucked. An exploration of aviation. Another wing, butter commercial. Are we thinking that there's sort of like a screening series going on? Are people sitting down in a screening room? Or are they walking through halls and the commercials are being projected.
So what I would like to have in the 80s commercial room, 70s and 80s commercial, because those are my favorites.
Mm-hmm.
I watch the full compilations on YouTube all the time. Probably gonna do that when I get off talking with y'all.
Sounds good.
Sunday night activity.
Yeah.
I would have Tess laying down in front of a big screen.
All right.
And this next commercial, this is, and introducing all the commercials.
Yeah.
Wow. And that's why her finger is pointing. She's saying, look over there at this commercial.
This next commercial.
So you're just gonna take Tess.
Yeah, I'm taking Tess.
You're taking Tess.
Beep, 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 back up the truck. We're taking Tess. Okay.
Yeah. Gotta airlift her out.
Assume no one is guarding Tess.
I mean, this sounds like a good George. Carl's Museum sounding pretty good.
Sounds great.
Sounds like a good. If I was looking to touch a boob at the prom, I would probably go to Carl's Museum.
You don't have to choose. We can both have great museums.
Yeah.
No reason to make this a fight. I support Carl's museum, and he supports mine.
And I'm making mine. I'm gonna put my museum in the Coliseum and just put a roof on the Coliseum.
That's right. That's cool.
Are you going to call it the Carl-Aseum?
Coliseum. There you go.
There we go.
That's great.
It's so close. I mean, you guys can share a parking lot. That's nice.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, that's good.
Carl, what's your dream project in Hollywood or in regular life? Like, what's the thing you really want to do?
Learn to fly, become a bus driver, open a museum.
Yeah.
You ever want to be a sea captain? You ever want to drive a boat around?
I'm gonna be real with you, George. I'm not into sea life like that.
Hell
you
yeah,
like
water
land
stuff.
and you like air, but
Like
not by
land.
water.
That water is wild. That water is
What about submarine?
no, definitely not.
That's the lowest.
Yeah.
Too deep.
You rather-
Way too deep. Yeah, literally.
You had a question?
I'm trying to think. of other form. What about space travel?
No, too
No
high.
space travel. Would
High.
you rather,
Oh, hi.
if you had to rank space travel, regular boat, submarine, which one would you prefer of those three?
Regular boat,
Regular boat. Then what's next? Submarine or space travel?
submarine.
Space travel is your lowest. Well, what if we have to? What if we get to a point where it's like we gotta get to a different planet? You be scared?
Yeah, I'd be scared as hell. I might let y'all go wave at y'all and watch y'all like this as
Wow.
like I'm a grandma.
Let's go.
I think I'd stay behind too.
I might
Patrick, you stay behind. We're gonna do the show on Mars.
I don't want
Yeah,
to.
come on.
Patrick,
Planet Mars, Tom.
Patrick, there's going to be such a lag if you're producing from Earth and we're doing the show on Mars.
Yeah.
It's not Earth to
It's going
Patrick.
to really mess with the comedic timing, Patrick. They don't have 5G on Mars.
I mean, realistically, I really don't want to go to another planet, and I'm glad that Carl feels that way too.
I don't want to go nowhere. I don't even go to another country.
Father and son staying behind on Earth.
Yeah,
Gotta stay with my dad. I gotta.
in America.
Yeah.
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 So now, plane, bus. You ever want to do a race car?
I would do that.
You do a
Driving
race car?
fast is fun.
Yeah.
I would. I definitely was watching some Formula One and was like, you know what? I'd be down.
Love to drive
I'd
fast.
want to be in NASCAR or something like that.
What's the number one? What's the one if you could only do one vehicle and you had to pick, which kind of vehicle would be the one that you definitely want to do?
I would go race car probably.
Race car more than flying a jet plane.
As much as I like jet planes, I would go race car just because it still feels like more control. You know, they say that flying is safer than driving.
That's one of those dog's mouth things, though, where people like to say that.
Right? That's an
Yeah.
excuse for people to lick dogs in the mouth, and that's nasty.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I know it's late here. It's late on the East Coast. I might be a little raw. I could get canceled for saying this because I know how people feel about their dogs. But licking dogs in the mouth is nasty.
Wait, hang on.
That's an after show truth.
Let's get it clean. Let's get it clean.
I'm ready to take the brunt of whatever punishment that I'm going to get for this. Okay? But I stand by it. Licking dogs in the mouth, nasty. Nasty. Don't do it.
That's good. That's good.
Yes.
Is that because, yeah?
I
Now-
agree. I agree. And I
What
think
about a
now is
cat?
the
What
time,
about a
you
cat
know.
mouth? What about a cat mouth?
Ooh.
Worse. Don't they tongues are like sandpaper or something?
Yeah, they're scratchy. So you'd rather a dog mouth than a cat mouth, though, right?
Yeah.
All right. What about fish?
Fish mouth.
Yeah, fish mouth.
Fish mouth has teeth that we don't know about.
No, little goldfish, not a piranha. We're not going to try to hurt you. But like, if it was the difference between you got to kiss a goldfish, little tiny goldfish, and you got to do a proper like French kiss. You got to French them.
Mm-hmm.
You either do little tiny goldfish, or kitty cat, or dog. Yes, Patrick has a question.
Well, I once he says the answer, I have another suggestion.
All right.
Question.
I'm gonna kiss the fish mouth because it's constantly in water.
It's tiny.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's tiny, so I won't really feel it.
Yeah, just a little.
What about the kids from Big Mouth?
Kissing them in the mouth?
Yeah.
Mm-mm. You trying to get me caught?
Patrick, that was a gotcha question.
It was a gotcha.
Shame
I'm
on you,
sorry.
Patrick.
It was a gotcha question.
It was a gotcha. Well,
The
I mean,
big mouth kids should only kiss each other as a form of exploration.
it's not a gotcha if you say no.
You tried to gotcha him.
Patrick, don't try to gotcha people. Why would you do that?
You tried to gotcha him and he couldn't be gotcha. But that doesn't mean it wasn't a gotcha question. It just means that you came for the king and you missed.
Yeah. Shame on you, Patrick. What a question.
You come for the king, you best not miss.
I did.
You best not.
I missed.
You missed. You
I
best
missed. Okay, so I'm glad we're narrowing this down.
Yeah, we're getting a lot done.
This is good. This is good.
My idea,
Very critical.
Patrick, do you still want to know that?
Do I still want to know what?
My ideal project?
Yeah,
Yeah, dream project.
of course I do.
Project. I shouldn't say this in front of these people.
In front, I'll take them off. Hang on.
No, not them people. Those people are fine.
The
Oh wow, you're gonna give
Okay.
Patrick the chance to boot all of the people watching the show. Don't tempt him.
Patrick, you got to do it. You got to boot all of our viewers.
I gotta end the stream.
Baby driving.
Do you
us
want to,
crazy.
Carl? Do you want to blind item it?
Do I type that in the chat?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can do that.
Type it in the private chat, and we'll talk about it without revealing it because you want to keep this.
Yeah.
Yes.
You want to hold this close to your vest.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna
All
type.
right. We promise we'll be really good about this. We're not going to spoil or spill.
good
We're
at
going to
this.
talk about it
And
in
eventually,
roundabout ways.
we may talk about it.
That's fine. Yeah.
Fine.
Eventually,
And
but it doesn't have to
also,
be
you
today.
should know that the chat is all now asleep. By the way,
Yeah. So they're not even paying attention.
Oh,
Yeah. But if you type
they're
it in the
going
private
honk
chat,
rule.
that's really- yeah, they're all sleeping.
Yes. Honk rule.
everybody's asleep.
All right. So for everyone who's
sure.
watching right now, all right. All right.
Carl,
So
I'll say this.
Yeah.
I think that's something that you should put out into the world.
I kind of agree.
I agree too. I don't think I think it would be one thing if you had an idea for a thing that you were worried people were going to steal, but people can't really steal this from you.
Oh no, they're gonna make fun of me.
Oh, I disagree.
I don't think so. I mean, can I say?
Make fun of, here, you want to see them make fun of somebody? Let's test this out. Patrick, you say it as if it's what you want.
That's a Carl. Carl.
No. Patrick, do this for Carl. You owe this to him for trying to gotcha him.
I'm not going to say Carl's idea out loud. I don't want to do that.
Go ahead,
I'll
Patrick.
say this, Carl.
It's your idea and your wish.
He
Patrick,
gave you the go ahead. He
He
gave
gave me
you
the
the
go-ahead?
Give me the go ahead.
All right, here we go. You ready?
All right, this is no. Let's change the subject. Hold on. Let's
Okay.
change the subject. That we're moving on.
Yeah,
we're just
sure.
going to talk about Patrick. What's your sort of dream project? What's something you'd really like to do?
If
Me?
you, Patrick Cotnoir, could do anything.
Oh.
Yes.
Jeez, I don't usually talk about this that much.
Don't worry, the chat is asleep.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few things. I want to. I mean, like in life, I feel like I want to read a little bit more. I want to get out and make some more friends in the world. It just, it would feel more fulfilling. But I've always wanted to play a professional athlete in something, and I feel like that you could do it at some point. I don't know. I just feel like
What,
it's
like in an animated? Patrick, you mean like in an animated movie, like in a Pixar, where you do the voice?
Yeah.
No,
You're saying like an animated professional athlete and you play the voice, but also the character doesn't speak much?
No, I'd say probably. I mean, probably live action, but I'm down to do animated too.
What kind of sport, Patrick?
Carl,
Tiddlywinks?
Carl, when you look at me, what kind of sport do you think I would play?
I think you could play like a professional soccer player.
Yeah. A lot of kicking.
Or if they made like a shuffleboard movie.
Oh, people in the chat are saying this sounds like more of a Carl thing.
Yeah.
It really feels like a Carl thing. I would cast Carl in that space in a second.
You know what? I have done that before, but I have played a professional athlete in something before, but
Okay.
I didn't talk in it. I was a
Oh,
background artist.
Right.
okay. But
Oh,
it's
this
just
wasn't a
that
silent
person.
film. It was a talkie, but you didn't talk in it.
I didn't talk.
Because I'll say this, Carl. I hear what if Carl Tart played a professional athlete, and my first thought is, not only does it feel attainable, not only does it feel inevitable, I am surprised it has not happened already.
Yeah.
And it makes sense. You say you've taken the step in between. You've put on the jersey. You've stepped in front of the camera. You're almost there.
I'm almost there. All I gotta do is talk now.
Now, is there a specific, like, when you think of the ideal one, like, is there an example? Is it something that you'd like to be in a movie, like a standalone story, or is it something where you'd like to play in a series where you follow the character? Are there examples of things that you look at that are sort of the template in your mind for the kind of project you'd like it to be?
Yes, it's a movie.
Movie.
It is something. It is believable.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any examples of sports movies that you really like that have inspired you?
I'm so glad you asked because I love talking about it so much.
Well, let's get into it.
There's a film. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. It's called Draft Day.
Never heard of it.
Yeah,
I've heard of it.
Ivan Reitman.
It's one of my favorite movies.
Mm.
And I'll tell you why it's believable. Because they use the real names of the teams. It is so important. It is so important.
Yeah.
It is so important.
Yeah.
The movie, and this is a movie that I was actually a part of as a professional athlete, non-speaking. Moneyball. In Moneyball,
working.
I was in Moneyball. I was a baseball player for the Oakland Athletics. You don't see me in the film.
Okay.
But you were there.
I was there.
Do we hear you?
You hear me in the film?
All right.
I was there.
Wow.
Be in a film like those two.
Yeah.
Some sort of capacity. Or a movie like what was the movie with John Travolta and Cedric the Entertainer and Andre 3000?
Be Cool?
Be Cool. They went to a Laker game. I'd like to play for whatever team they go.
I will say, Carl, you describe a movie with John Travolta, Andre 3000, and Cedric the Entertainer, and my brain short-circuited and went, there is no way such a film exists. And then, no, you are correct. You named the one film that possibly could contain those three people, but also Vince Vaughn, The Rock,
Uma
Thurman,
and it's
Danny DeVito,
Harvey Keitel.
So what you're pitching is sort of a cool money day, or
that's a great. First of all, that is a great title for a movie. Cool Money Day.
Cool Money Day, or a B draft. B draft.
Lotto, you forgot the craziest cast member in Be Cool. Aerosmith frontman Steven Tyler playing a character named Joe Perry, which is another man in Aerosmith.
Very weird. Very weird. Okay, so that's what we're looking for. We're looking for a cool money day or a B draft bomb.
Yeah, cool money day. And that's like the day I signed my contract. I don't want to be the star of this. I don't consider myself to be a star. I consider myself to always be an auxiliary character.
Well, I don't think that's about.
If you could make it happen. If we think of this as a dream project, is it truly your dream project that you just would like to be a part of a sort of a sports movie that's already leaving the station? You just want to hop on board, or is it possible to imagine you specifically designing and developing a thing for yourself?
A vehicle.
A vehicle.
No,
you don't think so?
No, I don't want to do that.
But I think it speaks to why Carl
design a project that you'll be a supporting player in, but you build it around someone else so that you can make sure that you get to do the kinds of things that you want to do and make it happen. Like
I'm down for that.
if you were gonna write a sports film and and the way you sell it is you're gonna cast a main person.
Yeah.
Who would be the dream person that you'd like to write a project for? And you're gonna find your way in as one of the teammates.
Right. Yeah. You're incubating this project. You're spawning the script. You have someone else in the lead, and you give yourself a plum ensemble role.
Mm-hmm.
It's got to be Michael B. Jordan as the lead, Brad Pitt as the coach.
Wow.
All right.
And because I like Brad Pitt and Leo DiCaprio together so much, Leo's the coach of the rival team.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, we're packaging this. This is selling. This is going to sell.
Right. And let's put Jonah Hill in there because he's worked with two of those three guys. He's been a good bootlicker for two of those three guys, right?
Yeah, let's throw Jonah in there. Jonah's another part of the team.
He's licking boots.
He's going between both of them. With Jonah and get that little bit of that super bad energy.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Let's get super bad.
I mean, look at this picture because I think this shows the kind of friendship. Oh God, kind of friendship that will come to this movie.
You see that dude over there? You see that dude over there with the hat backwards?
Yeah.
Like, that's who I want to be in the movie.
That's who you want to be with the big triangle necklace.
Yeah. So he's got a pad. He's in there.
Got a pad.
He's got a pad. I like that guy.
Carl, the fact that you are saying, I want to support, I want to be part of the tapestry, I don't want to be my thing. This is exactly why you are so well suited to play a professional athlete in a movie, because you are a team player. You are walking the walk here. You know what I'm saying? You got the heart of an athlete.
Now I have to say, so far, is this a breakfast film?
You can eat breakfast to it.
Because it's feeling a little bit like a sausage festival here. Who are the women who are going to be in this?
Oh, that's what you meant. Okay.
Let's get some dames in this picture.
Yeah.
Hillary Swank.
Yeah. But she's expensive, Carl.
Yeah. Well, the budget at this point, the budget for this film is already very
I'm
good.
just saying it's at least $1 million. She's $1 million baby.
She's $1 million baby. You're gonna have to throw an extra $1 million on top of this.
Yeah.
I
want Nia Long.
Okay.
P. Henson. They play Mike B's mom and auntie.
Yeah.
We're always like, wake up, you got a game.
Yeah. I think we can get just saw a great suggestion in the comments. I think we can get Darcy from League of Their Own. She's already got a pedigree.
Darcy Carden. Yeah.
Girl. Yeah, we can get Darcy in there. Darcy again.
Right. And she's practicing her fake basketball skills or baseball right now. She's doing some of these battle out.
Skill.
And J-Lo.
And J-Lo. Wow. Wow.
J-Lo. So we got Hillary Swank.
Here's the thing: if we can land this cast, the budget goes way up, but it also pays for itself because this town is going to run out of green lights for how fast this movie is going to get approved.
This is the mad world of baseball movies, right? We said baseball.
No, right. We haven't picked the sport yet.
Yeah. Okay.
Why do we have to choose one sport? This could be all sports.
Well, that's why Hillary Swank is a boxer.
Yeah, of course.
She also knows how to fight because her husband was abusive in that one film.
Sure.
So we get an MMA film going.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nia Long punched Debo in Friday. Okay. And then Taraji P. Henson has a terrible movie called Acrimony where she fights.
Sure.
Cookie Lion.
And Ruby Jordan fights.
Yeah.
Yes.
Brad Pitt.
Michael Jordan. He's done football and boxing.
Yeah.
Brad Pitt played the boxer. He's managed the baseball team.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I saw Brad Pitt punch out Bruce Lee.
Come on.
Beat
his ass.
He beat his ass. He beat his ass.
I mean, here's the thing. Imagine calling up. Hello. This is Watto calling for Universal Studios. I got the hot pitch here. Here's the cast we have packaged right now. Pitt, DiCaprio, Jordan, Hill, Tart, Swank, Henson, Long, Lopez. They go, where do I send the check? Right? No other details needed. If we said we have all those people on board, the work is done.
It's done right there. And I'll take a pay cut because I'm just getting paid as like a day player.
Get some points. Get points.
I'll get points. Get points on the back. Yeah.
Get merchandising rights. Get merchandise.
Oh yeah, absolutely get the merchandising rights.
Do you know about this, Carl?
What is that?
George, he makes his first movie, THX 1138, not the big hit, right? Mm-hmm. He goes to make his second film, Uphill Battle. No one wants to make it. They almost send it straight to TV. His buddy Francis interjects. They push it into theaters. American Graffiti becomes the most profitable movie of all time.
Oh, damn.
He gets nominated for an Oscar. So now George is a hotshot, right?
Big time.
And he says, here's my passion project, Star Wars. And the studios go, what the fuck is this? This is some silly baby nonsense. No, thank you. And he's pushing and pushing uphill. And finally, Fox is close to giving him the green light, but the budget's a little too high. And George says, I will waive my salary in exchange for the rights in perpetuity to sequels and merchandise.
Okay.
And they went, yeah, have fun. We'll give you that and a nickel. See if that buys you a sandwich. And what happened is George Lucas motherfucking owned Star Wars outright. He didn't get that paycheck up front, but man, did it pay out at the end.
On the back end, that ass.
George, how much money you got now, George?
What?
How much money you got now?
Plenty.
Nice.
Carl, do you know the story of the toy company that made the toys for Star Wars?
Kenner.
Yeah, Kenner. And there was something weird about that, right?
Yeah, they had a deal where they had to like make a certain amount every year, and if they did, they would keep the rights. And so, you know, for a while they did, but the second that they didn't live up to their side of it, look who comes a calling to grab those.
There you go.
Sorry, Kenner.
Business. That's business.
Yeah, that is business.
Get lost. You're with it or get lost.
But the other thing was they had pitched it to every major toy company, and they all went, no, thank you. Star Wars toys, they will never sell. So by the time they got down the list to Kenner, which was like a small Cincinnati company, they said, we'd love to do this, but the movie now comes out in 5 months. We don't have enough time to make the toys.
Yeah.
So Star Wars comes out. People go, whoa, where are the toys? Kenner goes, sorry, still working on them. Months and months go on. Christmas season. Parents are going, where are the Star Wars toys? Kenner's like, we need a couple more months. I go, what am I supposed to put under the tree? You know what they did, Carl?
What?
They sold a cardboard box with a certificate. Wow. Millions of dollars. They sold the cardboard box, and inside there was a certificate, and it said, when the Star Wars toys are done, you're going to get them.
Yeah.
What do you think those kids, did they also use like other shows toys and like
they used other molds and models and just what they had and cobbled them together.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what,
that's what the box looked like. Yeah. You got the little cardboard stand like that.
It is. Yeah. I'll tell you what though, every now and then when I go to obviously not this year, but in years past, sometimes I'll go to Chili's to get something to eat, and I'll see the people who said no to who gave me the sequel rights. I'll see them. I'll say, hey, how you doing? I would like, and then I'll order. And they'll go and they'll get me my food.
Oh, because they're waiters at Chili's.
Yeah, they're waiters at Chili's now, most of them.
That's
one of the things I love about Chili's. I see all the people who said no to Star Wars. That's where they work.
George, one of my favorite toys, I believe, Watto, correct me if the timeline is wrong on this. They didn't sell as many Return of the Jedi action figures as they thought they were going to, so then they repurposed them into Robin Hood action figures.
Yes, that's very true. The whole Robin Hood Prince of Thieves line is different heads placed on Star Wars bodies. So that's the Gamorrean guard became Little John, right? Or is that Friar Tuck?
I think it's Friar Tuck, but yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
There was a lot to that. It went in both directions, Carl, where they like They used things lying around to make the Star Wars toys, and then the Star Wars toys became other movies later.
And I believe when they made the toys for Draft Day, they used the Robin Hood
Yes.
molds to make the Draft Day action figures.
That was the thing they did. Yes, this was a good line. That was a big line.
Yeah.
But I'll say this is the thing people don't know. The Draft Day merchandise didn't sell that well. It was when they did the cartoon show, the real Draft Day. And then that was like a huge bonanza. Then they got lunchboxes. The real Draft Day.
$1,000 worth. I got my first writing check, and I went to KB, and I bought Draft Day toys.
You gotta. You gotta get them.
You gotta.
Carl, did you watch Arliss?
I watched the first 3 episodes, and I couldn't get past that.
Okay.
Oh, you gotta. I look forward to you getting through all of it.
Yeah.
Got a lot ahead of you.
I tell you what I do like by Robert Wool.
Yeah.
He has these little short history like lesson shows called Assume
the Position.
Yeah. I love those.
Yeah.
Bobby's a friend, and Bobby has been in a couple sports movies himself. Bobby did Bull Durham.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Cobb.
Bobby Cobby.
Batman.
But Batman's not a sport, Patrick.
Well, if fighting criminals isn't sporting, what is?
I would say Batman is an athlete because he doesn't have no special powers.
That's right.
True.
Thank you.
He has his money. That's sort of a special power.
He has his money, doesn't have his mommy.
Mo money, no mommy.
No money, no mommy.
Now, I'm sorry to make this public, but I think it must be said. An accusation has been thrown to Patrick Cotnoir. I'm going to just read. I rarely do this. I keep these things behind the veil of secrecy, but I think it needs to be shared publicly because of some previous incidents we've had on this episode, Carl.
Oh, yeah?
11:11 p.m., Carl Tart writes, feels like you're kicking me out.
No. Read the message above it, Watto. Read the message above it.
I'll read them. I'll play Patrick.
Okay.
I'll read Patrick's message.
So this is 11:10. 11:10. Yes.
Carl, you stay as long as you want to. You can just let us know when you gotta go. This is not me kicking you. Just letting you have the out when you gotta bail.
Yes.
And Carl, a man of infinite wisdom and perception, sees through. He reads the note behind the note, and he responds in kind. Feels like you're kicking me out. Now, Carl, so far, he has kicked out every guest we've had on the episode so far. Jorkin Booster, kicked. Eliza Skinner, kicked. His own mother, kicked. He kicked them all out of here. He kicked our producers off the show. You have every right to be skeptical because we don't want you kicked. But he's going to try.
I'll leave. I hate my welcome.
We don't want you to.
Give me to go.
Patrick, after Carl says feels like you're kicking me out, Patrick says, no.
No.
And then he says,
I'm giving you the out. I don't want to keep anyone too long.
I just don't want people to feel like they have to stay for as long as they want. I want them to be able to know I'll leave when I want to leave.
Listen, I'm on the West Coast. It's yesterday here.
That's true.
Yeah,
it's true.
So,
okay.
Listen, I can go find something.
No.
We want you to.
I can get some business.
No. George, tell Carl what we're counting down to.
Well, 2 things. One is every week we count down to when we our format. Sometimes we do very long shows, but most weeks we do short shows that are only 3.5 to 4 hours long.
Mm-hmm.
And for our short show, format is that we like to just go at least 1 minute longer than Marty Scorsese's The Irishman. So we call it The Irishman Plus. And we usually celebrate with a little dance party whenever we're very close now. We're very close. We're about 15 minutes to an Irishman Plus. And then we count down to, it'll be midnight on because I'm on the West Coast too. But on the East Coast, when Monday arrives, and this has been happening for roughly a month, but we're going to celebrate it tonight. We're counting down to Mando Mondays, because Mando Mondays is the day when a bunch of different retailers all announce new Mandalorian merchandise. I don't know, shirts, toys, lunch boxes, pillows. Is that a Mando Monday item, Watto?
I mean, I guess a Monday of Mando's past, yes. Right? I mean, it's not the new Mando Monday, but they probably, I maybe bought it on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
But what about this? What about this, Carl?
It's a little Mando Monday.
Is that a lighter?
No, it's not. It's chapstick.
Oh, yeah.
And you know, this very traditional item, a rubber keychain you use to hold your chapstick.
Yeah. Not like this chapstick that I have was from CISO. And I have no way of Watto, show what you're able to do with your chapstick. You're able to attach it.
I go like this.
You go like that.
Oh, then I drop the whole thing. But it's safe within the keychain.
Look at that.
Yeah, it's safe. Whereas mine, look, I have nothing to put it in.
Yeah, nothing to put
it. So unwieldy.
I think that was CISO's biggest offense right there.
Yeah, they made
all the work that we did for them. All the work that everybody did for CISO, and they didn't give us anything to put our chapstick in.
Yeah.
That's what I'm most offended by.
Trying to put it in something, and it won't. It just ends up in my other hand.
Yeah.
Look at what I'm doing.
I try to put it down, it ends up in the other hand.
This is what I use.
Oh, now I'm holding it with two hands.
Whoa! What flavor is that, Carl?
That's Rosy Lips. That's Rosie for soft pink lips.
Wow. Rosie. This is Grogu green apple.
Nice.
Oh, I don't even know if this has a flavor.
Carl, I'm going through right now and I'm trying to count your CISO credits.
Okay.
I see 3.
I see a bajillion.
Well, I see 3 episodes of a bajillion. Were there any other ones that I'm?
That's a good joke, George.
Yeah. Patrick doesn't know how to count. Otherwise, he'd see a bajillion.
Yeah.
Patrick,
you don't know how to count. Otherwise, you would see a bajillion.
I was on the properties, yeah.
Carl, I have a question.
Please ask.
I don't, we're in 2020 right now.
Mm-hmm.
And we like hearing about where characters are currently in the world from the past. We want to know what's Liz Lemon up to. We want to know where's President Bartlett from the West Wing. I want to know where's restaurant manager from Girl Meets Texas Part 2 episode of Girl Meets World.
Man, first of all, he got fired after that night.
Okay. Wow.
Brutal. David Sedaris style.
He got fired after that night.
What did he do again? Do you remember what he did?
He just came out and introduced Sarah, not Tegan and Sarah. Tegan and hold on. I'm about to tell you right now who it was. Tegan and Sarah.
Yeah, Tegan and Sarah.
Not Tegan and Sarah. It was another. It was
AJ. Let's Allie and AJ.
Maddie Marlowe and Taylor Dye.
What was it?
Maddie Marlowe and Taylor Dye. They're credited as
Taylor. Maddie and Taylor.
Got it.
Maddie and Tay is
okay.
Who? Tegan and Sarah. Why do I have them on that mind? That is hilarious because that's totally not the genre that they do.
Yeah, sure.
Oh boy, what a faux pas! Now I gotta leave, Patrick.
No,
don't give him the chance.
Don't let
Patrick show feet.
So he got fired. He got a new
so
job.
You introduced Maggie and Kay. Maddie and
Tay. They didn't like the way I introduced them, so I got fired, and I'm currently working at Applebee's.
That's good.
Not even the truth.
I'm managing Applebee's.
Did you now another person who's in that episode, the great MC Gainey. We love MC Gainey. Did you work with him?
I don't know who that is.
Okay.
And
okay. Well,
did not watch. I've never seen that.
He's this guy. He's from Lost. He's from Sideways. He's in a lot of stuff. He's great.
He's from Mississippi. Very nice.
Yeah, he's in Wild Hogs.
I was born in Mississippi.
Look, Carl, Patrick is wasting your time with pointless questions because he's already asked you one gotcha question, and now he's scared off of asking the serious question. Because we like to do our due diligence here at the George Lucas Talk Show. I don't know if you know this, but we started out as a live stage show. We were a live stage show at the UCB Theater in New York City for many years. We did Hell's Kitchen. We did Chelsea. We did East Village. Now those theaters are closed.
Yeah.
Very often we will have guests on the show in this digital space in quarantine who have UCB roots. And our guests will raise questions amongst our audience members. They demand context. And so I must ask you, Carl. Now you had a storied run at the UCB theaters in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
I know, of course, your participation with the legendary group White Women.
Yes, sir.
But Carl, were you ever formally on Herald Night?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
hear about it. Let's hear about it.
People get confused, Carl. Abby and Alana never made Herald Night, so no one knows what to believe in.
Yeah, I was on. I was on Herald Night. I was on Herald Night for 5 years.
5.
I was on a team called Six Killer. First,
okay.
We were promptly cut. Just me and my good friend Jen D'Angelo survived. And we went over to a team called Queen George, and we were a Herald team up until about 5 months before the shutdown. 6 months.
So that was like a 4-year team.
Yeah, I was on Herald Night for a long time.
Yeah, but even more impressive than that is a team staying for that long.
Yeah.
Good chemistry, I imagine.
Good chemistry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Huge.
Huge. Wow. That's a good answer. A lot of times when we ask people, look at us being like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
A lot of times, sometimes we get lucky and people say yes though. So I'm glad that this was one of those.
I mean, John Fortenberry, director of Night at the Roxbury, did not have a good answer.
No, he did not know.
For example,
I was on Mud Night too.
You were on Mud Night too.
Yeah.
Tell us the team.
I was on. My first team was called Glendale. Hated that name. My second.
How do you feel about Glendale, the city?
Oh, it's convenient. Glendale's a convenient city.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you remember any of the names that were in the running? What did you want it to be called?
One was Mr. Worldwide. That was my favorite one.
Good idea.
To make it more feminine, I suggested Lady Worldwide. I really like that one, but they were like, no, let's just call it Glendale because it's so boring and blah blah. And I was like, I don't like that ironic shit. You know.
I mean, this is the problem, Carl. Comedy is not convenient.
Thank you. It's not convenient.
Right? You never see a sketch open with everything's normal here today.
Yeah.
Nobody come into this office. Everything's fine.
Yeah. Comedy don't have a great AAA office.
No.
You can, if you're a member, you can go get your DMV stuff done at much quicker than you can do it at the DMV.
Comedy ain't convenient.
No.
My second team was called.
If it was convenient, we would do this show because it was Sunday night.
What, George?
If it was convenient, we would do this show because it was ready on Sunday night.
It's not why we do it.
That's not why we do it.
I feel that.
We do it because it is Sunday night.
Wow.
What was the name of your second team, Carl?
The Bus.
What?
Did you do that one?
I didn't do that one.
But you finally got to be the
let's
bus
be
driver.
honest.
Did you ever feel like you were driving the team?
Were you kind of driving?
No, that was an all-star team. I think y'all know some of the people who that was a really fun team. Our good friend Dan Black was on that team with me. Our good friend Don Luby was on that team.
Don Luby.
Greener grass.
Greener grass.
Mhm.
Very tall. Very tall.
Very tall. Same height as me.
Yeah.
Two tall people.
Dan Black, average height.
Average height.
Average.
But
Yeah.
very tall. Very tall Don Luby. Same height as me. We discussed it a lot. Zoe, our good friend Zoe Jarman was on that team.
Zoe Jarman.
Mm-hmm. This is a good group.
Yeah. Our good friend.
Whoa, someone in the chat saying, I saw the bus many times.
Hell yeah.
Matt Landry. That's a good team.
That was a solid team. That was a fun team.
Watto and George both famously took 101 with Kevin Hines and 201 with Will Hines. Is that right, guys?
I mean, we flipped it. Right, yes.
Yeah.
I got a secret about that too.
Oh yeah?
Let's hear it.
I never finished the UCB program.
Now there's a scoop.
There's the scoop.
I was added to Herald Night in the middle of 301.
Wow. How did that feel? Was that exciting or was that scary? Did you feel
it was dope and people were pissed?
Yeah.
We're mad.
People were very upset.
So you were the people in your 301 class, you just vanished.
No, I finished the class.
You finished the class. Did you have a class show?
I did the class show. Yeah, I finished the class.
Do you remember any scenes you did in that class show?
I do not. I do not remember any scenes I did in that class show, but it was a fun one.
It was a fun class.
Yeah, fun class.
So you continue the class. Meanwhile, some of the people in that class are going to see their required shows, and they see you up on Herald Night.
Yeah, my class was there for my first Herald Night.
Wow.
And Carl, you said people were pissed.
Them among the angered.
None of those. My class was very happy for me.
Yeah,
good.
They were very happy for me because I got to UCB a little later than most. I was already
late in the evening,
like later in the evening, and also late in life, late in my career. I had already done the Second City.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so you went in. We went in with sort of a pedigree.
You were around
sometimes where you would go in, and you'd already sort of been through the basic levels at another place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is less scandalous than I had thought.
So they hooked it up.
Yeah.
Buddy Mike still was like, but you do have to take 401. That's what he said.
Yeah.
Mike still was no longer the AD. And so I was like,
wow.
Right. So originally the promise was that you still had to take 401, and then there was a change of administration.
Mm-hmm.
You just kept on walking.
Kept on walking.
Yeah.
Keep on walking. Yep.
But if people were pissed, Carl, you should have told them the thing that many great men before you have said in similar situations.
Lick these nuts.
There's only room on this rocket ship for one.
Oh, okay.
But also you could say lick these nuts. Yes, it also applies.
Basically means the same thing.
Yeah. You know, I don't often tell that story. This is a scoop because this is the first time that I'm confirming it.
Right.
People knew.
It's exclusive.
Yeah.
It's exclusive.
Yeah, people knew. People did know. It was a rumor. I never confirmed or denied the rumor.
I heard a rumor.
Now, in order to get that confirmed, they have to watch 3.5 hours of this bullshit.
Yeah.
Got to watch almost an Irishman Plus to get the rumor confirmed.
I think we're within 60 seconds of the Irishman Plus, aren't we?
Can you play music here? Can I DJ a song for the Irishman Plus or
now? But let's give Carl the parameters because there's very specific parameters.
Yes.
Go ahead.
With a big condition.
A big condition.
Carl, you can DJ the dance for the Irishman Plus, and there can be any single song you want that is royalty free. It has to be a song that is public domain.
Yeah, no, that ain't gonna work.
Do you own any songs? Do you have any songs that you're like you either have the rights to or they're 100 years old?
No, I don't have none that I'm gonna play.
Do you play any music?
I do.
would you like to play music?
I don't have any instruments that I can. I don't have any instruments.
But you do have a lovely singing voice. I have heard you sing before.
I sing okay. It's okay, but I can I do karaoke, or it still has to be royalty free?
You can do karaoke.
We have to evade. Patrick has to evade the copyright robots on YouTube.
Yeah, you can do karaoke if there's no music and it's just you singing.
No.
He doesn't like that,
If the
Patrick.
karaoke, if the music is in your headphones, so
No.
you're singing to the music track, but we can't hear it.
Or Carl, or if it's very, very quiet and you sing much louder over it, we could do
Really
that.
quiet.
No, that's scary too.
Well, I'll tell you what we normally do, and you may respond positively to this. There's a musician who performs royalty-free music, and his name is Vlad Glushenko.
Mm-hmm.
And where's he in? Is he in
I
Prague?
believe he's in the Ukraine.
The Ukraine. And Patrick normally picks a Vlad track.
Yeah.
Vlad, we've talked to Vlad. He's okay. He likes us. He won't come on the show. He just wants to make his music.
Yeah.
Well,
celebrate to him.
That's an artist right there.
Here we go.
And we found very often that it feels quite good to be Vlad.
Sometimes it feels good to be Vlad.
Sometimes it feels good to be Vlad.
Are we playing the song now?
Patrick, we cannot hear the song. Right now, you're just dancing to
Patrick, you
silence.
just look like you're in Train Spotting.
Yes, you're just doing a full train spot. We see the title of the song.
We see the we see the words.
We see you spinning.
Patrick,
we can't hear you even speak.
It's because I unplugged my microphone. Here we go. Let's do this.
Oh,
again.
brother.
That's a real stupid reason. Okay, dummy.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay,
What a time to go live.
And that's how we celebrate the Irishman Plus.
That's how you do a little Irish.
Yeah.
That's a good beat.
Right? Vlad is not fucking around.
Guy knows how to bring it.
He shows up for us week after week. He comes to play.
Yeah.
We could have freestyled over that.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean,
were you
Carl,
expressing a desire to freestyle over that?
we still
No. But one could. You're saying one could.
You could have. saying you can.
Yeah.
You can't.
You can, but I'm not going to. But
Not
I am going to take the opportunity that Patrick has forced upon me to leave now because I have to pee real bad.
You can come back
Carl.
if you want.
I can come back?
Yeah. You can just leave and come back if you want.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
All right. That's great.
Wait a minute.
You're not pushing me out.
I'm not.
Right, you're not pushing him out, Patrick.
The unpushable guest, Patrick. You cannot kick him.
I'll be back.
Okay.
Cool.
Great. Oh,
How does it feel?
how does it feel? Patrick?
To what? Not push someone out?
Yeah, how does it feel to not get your kicks off?
I mean, it feels nice to have a little bit of power sometimes. You know what I mean?
But you feel like Lexi Lawless sitting on the bench, being told, no, you cannot kick.
Who's Lexi Lawless?
Who's a former professional soccer player? Let me double check that. I'm pretty sure I got the name right.
It's very close to Lucy Lawless.
No, but it's spelled differently.
There is no.
Lexi Lawless. LEXILAWLIS. Watto gets 4 points on a good pull. Alexi Lawless.
I'll say that. Yeah, Alexi. Oh, it's a man.
Yes.
Got it.
Alexi Lawless.
Huh. Okay.
Alexi Lawless.
Can I say this? Let's say this.
Yeah. Say
If you guys are watching, let me say this. If you guys are watching the show and enjoying it,
yeah,
something that's very helpful to the show.
There's a button down below that says support the show.
Hey, Carl.
There's a button down below that says support the show.
If you guys are enjoying the show, Carl, we're just asking for money really quickly.
Oh, yeah.
If you guys are enjoying the show, there's a button down below. It says support the show. Toss a
And
few
it's,
bucks.
to be clear, when we say we're asking for money, George isn't trying to line his wallet. We're trying to keep the lights on at Planet Scum, which is programming every night of the week. And you got people like Jess, like Bryson, like Dave, who are working overtime, keeping these streams afloat.
Yeah. And then there's more people beyond that, too. There's a lot of people who are working on this. So if you want to toss a few bucks, super helpful. Even if it's $1, even if it's $2, it's very helpful. It all adds up.
Even if you feel like becoming a $4 friend.
That's what we like. We like $4 friends.
Only takes $4 to become a
And I'll
$4.
also say this. For our Life Day show on December 20th, we're going to need a little bit extra funds to help out some things. We also have, I'm going to bring on, hey, Dave, can you show us your shirt really quick? We got
I'll show you my sweatshirt, which is Planet Scum.
Yeah.
But then also, look at this. Boom.
Look at that.
You recognize these little boys?
We
Recognize
do.
the little boys.
It's a good looking shirt and it feels fantastic.
Yeah. So if you guys want merch, you can go on planetscum.live.
Yes, and merch for all the shows. Who Wants to 69? You got the merch for Late Night with Judge Millie.
Yeah.
Mary Houlihan's painting party, all of it.
Yeah. So it's very helpful. And
I just want to point out that Patrick just kicked me. I just want to say.
Wow, Patrick, pretty rude. Pretty rude.
I had to. It's really good, and if you guys want to do it, it's very helpful. Oh boy, Carl, are you excited for Christmas?
Oh yeah, man.
How are you going to celebrate this year? Because I know this year's different for a lot of people.
This year's different. I am very blessed to have my mother and my brother here in town.
Mm-hmm.
Both have jobs that require them to be regularly tested. Also, my mom is a fairly young woman, so she's not in a very at-risk group.
Sure.
We're going to spend the day together.
That's great.
And I got some fun gifts for them.
That's cool. That's fun.
And
what are you going to do?
I would tell y'all what I'm getting them, but I don't want anybody in here to go tell my brother on Instagram.
That makes sense. Yeah. What kind of stuff does he like?
I'm buying him a laptop, but he likes laptop.
Okay. Yeah.
My brother makes music. I could have played some of his music. He would have been mad.
Why would he? What kind of music is it?
My brother's a really good rapper. Very good.
We could have done that.
Yeah.
Watto, did you mute yourself on purpose? Okay. I don't know what this is. George, what are you up to? Sometimes you gotta check in with George because he falls asleep. George,
I'm not asleep.
what are you doing?
Just working on stuff.
What are you working on? Okay, I'll say this: if George isn't going to be a part of the show right now, Carl, a lot of our fans like to do fan art. Is there anything that you've ever wanted a piece of fan art to? Like, look at this. We just got this in. From Jabalea, it's a picture of George that says, "Sorry, Kenner."
That's sick. I like that.
That's a good one. It could be of anything. It could be of you. It can be of a character you like, whatever you want.
Can we get me as a pilot? But instead of a pilot hat, I got on a cool fitted hat. Team of your choice.
Yeah.
As long as it's not the Boston Red Sox or the Houston Astros.
Okay.
All the other teams I have no problem with.
Okay. Yeah, I think we could get that. So let's see. It's 11:41 on the East Coast right now.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see what time we get him in. I would say if you want to get him in, sooner the better, you know?
Also, can we get all four of us as an offensive line?
Yes.
That'd be good.
That would be very good. I think someone will be able to do that. George, what are you doing?
I'm working on stuff. Give me 5 minutes. I've been on this whole time. Patrick, you can't carry the show for 5 freaking minutes?
It just feels weird that both of you have left.
Well, life feels weird. Have you not noticed the 2020s? Can we just take a moment to celebrate the fact that Rudolph Giuliani has COVID-19?
He has it right now?
He has it right now. And my condolences to the virus.
I'm so happy that we broke this to Carl.
That fucking nightmare person. Rudolph Giuliani killed he is responsible for so many American deaths, including do your research about America's mayor if this is shocking to you that he got people killed on 9/11, because not only did, to quote, perhaps misquote F. Scott Fitzgerald, who said, there are no second acts in American life. Well, it's a misquote, because what he was really saying was, I thought there were no second acts in American life, but I was wrong. There are. That's the quote. Or that's a paraphrase of the quote. We all thought that 9/11 was going to be what Giuliani was known for. And if you really know what he was responsible for, he was responsible for a lot of deaths as a part of that tragedy because of his poor decision making. But he has more than topped that record, that hideous record, with his behavior in 2020, because we've had multiple 9/11s worth of death just this week alone. And even if you only assign a fraction of the American deaths to President Donald Trump's negligence, and even if you only assign a fraction of Donald Trump's death toll to Giuliani, he's still got a lot of blood on his hands. So the fact that now he's sick as a result of his own irresponsible and careless behaviors, both setting a bad example for American people who are also getting sick because they see him without a mask and they think, well, maybe I'll be fine. And then they get sick and they infect other people. The fact that Rudy Giuliani is infected with a disease, I have not 1 ounce of sympathy for that man.
Sometimes George goes into like Rush Limbaugh mode.
First of all, this king out here spitting. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then he goes back to his little project.
I want to say, I saw Planet Scum live in the chat say it's too late for bumpers now. Yeah. No, it's not, because I'm calling it right now. Bryson, get in here. Bryson, get.
Watto, can you explain to Carl what this is?
Carl, well, you understand how television shows work. You need bumpers to designate when a new segment is starting, right? You need a visual kind of bumper, some musical things, some intertitles, what have you. Like you saw announcing that the bumper factory is over. That means Bryson is gear manning the gear bumper factory ready to make any bumpers we need. And we don't ask for a bumper unless it feels very important to the fabric of the show. This is going to be a regular segment that we're going to need this bumper every single week. Bryson?
Very rarely do any of the bumpers you need return for a subsequent week.
I cannot think of a single example of a time that a bumper has not been used every single week.
Run me through one of your Improv 101 exercises. Great job repeating your own.
At least Pee Wee Herman was in an X-rated movie theater.
Cherry picking. The George Lucas Talk Show, recommended by the New York Times.
I want individuals to be informed so they make the right decision.
We're burning all the bumpers?
Okay, some of these
memories.
A couple of those, I'll grant you, were a little bit too specific.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and then we've all seen them make repeat appearances on the show. So whatever point you were trying to make, you've just blown all that currency. Play them all. Bryson, you got any bumpers burning a hole in your bumper pocket? Play them now.
No.
If there's anything else. We'll play again. I'm sorry if a weekly annual bumper doesn't get played every week, but we got to wait for Vin Week to return.
Yes, it isn't Vin Week, and it's not Joke Week.
It's not Joke Week. We know it's not Joke Week, though.
Playing the
long How do we know that?
What are you doing? Joke Week's not until September 2021.
Sorry. Well, see, now we know, and that's why you need the bumper to tell you.
We're treading on Oops All Bumpers territory, and I don't want to scoop Oops All Bumpers, our spectacular show that's going to happen in many
Oops All
months.
Bumpers was going to be all exclusive.
Scoops all bumpers. Scoops all bumpers.
Scoops all bumpers.
All bumpers.
Watto, what was the bumper that you wanted, Watto?
I was going to say, I feel like we need a bumper for the new weekly segment. George tells Rudy Giuliani to go fuck himself. Because I really think we're going to get a lot of mileage out of that. But I also see people in the chat asking for a segment in which Carl complains about things that are pissing him off, and that bumper would be for a segment called Sour Tart.
I mean,
for the screenshot.
Wait. Can we get Carl full screen so I can get that screenshot? I need it clean, Carl. There was a comment on the screen when you did that. Could you just go from regular face and then give me 100% on the face?
Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Carl, could you do it one more time? Put a little stank on it.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
See, that one was good. I like the choices you made there.
And Carl, I just think we need a good audio pickup of you reacting as if you just ate an entire bag of Sour Patch Kids.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
I have no notes. Does anybody else have any notes?
No, that's great. Have fun with it.
I can give you
Bryson, can I get
wait, he's offering some options. Come on. You're not going to leave Carl Tart options on the table.
1, 2, 3. The fuck?
Listen, I got a little bit of Watto laughing on that one. I'm really going to need...
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. The fuck? All right, I got another one for you too.
Yeah.
Please.
1, 2, 3. Lick these nuts. How was that?
Great.
Bryson?
Can I say this for the first time ever? And I never thought I would say that. Carl, can we get one more read of Lick These Nuts.
Oh, sure.
A little bit of less stank on it.
A little bit less stank.
Just as an option. I don't think we're going to use it, but just to be safe. I never thought I would ever ask for this.
Mm-hmm.
Just a half step less.
Less stank. Okay, got you.
Yes.
Lick these nuts. How was that?
That was great. That was great. Moving on.
Okay, so Bryson, you've got the Carl stuff.
Mm-hmm.
For the George Rudy bumper, George, should you say go fuck yourself and then Rudy says why start now?
George should say go fuck yourself and then Rudy should say lick these nuts.
No, but I want to use a real Rudy quote.
A real Rudy 2D?
Yeah.
No, I think Bryson has enough to work with. And I also have something that Bryson only has 9 minutes to accomplish.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go Bryson. Bye, Bryson.
No, I want to tell Bryson that, Patrick, that was the wrong call. I need to tell Bryson what the
I just
thing
got
is.
kicked. Sorry, George. I just got kicked.
Right. Patrick, don't do that again. All right, so now we have 9, closing on 8 minutes. I need a 10-second countdown to Mando Monday.
How about a 30?
I'll do a 30.
Okay, great. It's already done.
But that cuts into your time. You now have 20 seconds left.
It's already done, George. There's a 30-second countdown already in StreamYard.
Well, can we get one that's Mando Monday specific?
You want it branded?
Yes.
Yeah.
Brando Monday.
Okay.
Don't
I
say
will
Brando
try.
Monday, though, 'cause Brando Monday is a different thing.
That's a different thing. Don't confuse him.
As soon as Mando Mondays, we're announcing it tonight. As soon as Mando Mondays are officially over, we will be starting Brando Mondays.
Where every Monday, new Marlon Brando merchandise is announced.
We have a merch store now. You could actually put out Brando merch.
That's the Brando merch.
So Bryson, number 1 priority, Mando countdown.
Brando
Number
Gloria.
2, sour tart. Number 3, George tells Rudy to go fuck himself.
I'm not going to make any promises on the 8-minute bumper.
Bye, Bryson. We got to keep him on his toes. You could see he was getting cocky. He thought he was going to make it out of this week without having to.
Do you want to keep him on his toes?
Yeah.
We should switch the order of the bumpers that we want.
Now?
Yeah, hang on. Hey, Bryson?
Yeah.
We have an update for you because it's time for another recurring segment. We're changing the order.
What are we
Bryson.
bumping? What's being bumped?
We're bumping the Rudy to the top. Then sour.
But that segment already happened, Watto. You don't need that bumper till next.
Bryson.
Do you need my at midnight? 30 at 11:59:30.
You'll get the countdown.
All right.
Carl, this is when the show gets a little wild.
Oh, I'm stoked.
Good. I just need you to know that.
It's still yesterday over here.
You could probably feel it, Carl, right? That this doesn't really feel like the after show anymore.
Like the weekend said, I feel it coming.
It feels right. Is it just me?
No, I'm sorry.
I think it. Yeah, I think so. Go ahead, Watto. Say it.
It feels like things are getting a little bit saucy here, right?
Yeah.
It feels like this is no longer the George Lucas talk show after show. It feels like this is the George Lucas talk show after dark.
Should I howl too?
Yeah.
You bring me this baby. You bring me this baby on the time my daughter's wedding. Tell me I have to take care of him.
You come to my friend Babu Frank. You ask him to fix you right on the day of my daughter's wedding.
You told me how to take care of this child. You told me his name is Grogu. I'll do this for you. For I cannot refuse a favor on the day of my daughter's wedding.
That smells good, Carl.
Thank you, Gabe.
After Dark's got a real different vibe, Carl.
Yeah, real different.
And now, you know, it's really only a few minutes until Mando Monday. And when it happens, I don't know that we'll necessarily know right away what all the new... Because I don't know whether or not they wait till 3 a.m. before they really make it Mando Monday on these websites.
Yeah, I think traditionally they don't announce the new merchandise at 12:01 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah, but that's when we'll start celebrating, because that's when Mando Monday begins in our hearts, is when when it becomes midnight on the East Coast.
And that's the real reason for this season.
Yeah, it's not just about, I mean, Mando Mondays is about announcing new merchandise that's available at Target and Amazon, various, I assume Hot Topic, maybe. Where else?
George, can I leak some stuff in the private chat?
Yeah, you're gonna do a private leak? Is it another
Maybe.
segment of Detours?
It's another segment called Private Leak. Bryson wants to come back on, so I'm going to bring him in.
Okay.
Is that the leak? You just said it out loud.
It's the leak.
Bryson, you look pretty relaxed for a man who has 3 bumpers to make.
Hey, Wolfman Watto, I got to remind you that the bumper factory's closed after dark.
Oh, no.
What?
Oh, no.
Well, how many of the bumpers did you finish? Wolfman Bryson, how many of the bumpers did you finish before we went after dark?
Exactly 0, Watto.
Guys, we have to go back.
We gotta go back to the
We
island.
got to go back.
We have to go back?
Yeah.
We got to go back. We got no other choice. It's 2 minutes till Mando Monday.
The after show is like sassy, right? I mean, this is when things get unbuttoned.
If it doesn't end in the next 30 seconds, I could see it going for hours.
Okay, this is very serious. All hands on deck. We only got 1 minute and 34 seconds to get these bumpers done.
Are you worried, Bryson?
I'm very worried. I have not enough time to make the bumpers you've requested.
I'm going to need that 30-second countdown in 30 seconds.
I've got an unbranded 30-second timer for you, George.
I need it branded.
It's not going to be branded in the timeline you've given me. You'll have to special edition it.
No, we're not going to special edition it. You're acting like fucking Gary Kurtz right now. I don't want to hear that word again.
George, I'll say this. If Bryson special editions it by tomorrow, it'll be on the YouTube. So if you're watching now and you want new content.
All right, so we're going to go with unbranded now. This is like we're fucking back in 1977 releasing a bunch of cookie dough.
That sucked so hard. That was the worst fucking thing I've ever seen in my life.
But tomorrow, Watto, tomorrow when it's on YouTube or Tuesday when it's on YouTube?
Patrick, cut this part out. This is just for the stream right now. Bryson, incredibly disappointing. No good. Poor work. Now let's cut from there. And this will be what no one except who was on the stream will ever see that criticism of Bryson. Okay.
Welcome back from the countdown, everybody. We're here, Mando Monday.
We're here. Mando Monday. Everyone say yay. Yay, Mando Monday.
Bryson, great.
Baby Yoda be a thing that is 51 years old. He has a name, it's Grogu, and that is what we have been told. It's Mando Monday now, my dear. You can buy things from a store. We made a lot of stuff you've got, and we're going to make more. We put the show out once a year, 8 tiny episodes. We make them and you watch them, and some characters are toads. If you like watching Star Wars shows like Mandalorian, tell Disney to release Detours because that show is fun. For Mando Monday, buy some things, then we will sell you more. Like pillows and like coffee mugs or mats for on the floor. There's Boba Fett and Mando too, and Horatio Sands. There's Bill Burr and Amy Sedaris. There is quite a cast. That's the song. Mando Monday.
That's beautiful, George. Absolutely beautiful.
Happy Mando Monday, everybody.
Happy Mando Monday, everyone. Happy Mando Monday.
Happy
What are you
Mando
going to buy
Monday.
for Mando Monday, Watto?
Good question. I got the original Baby Yoda.
I got the original Baby Yoda here.
No, that's the second Baby Yoda I have.
One. No, that's just a chapstick holder you have. This is the original
No,
Baby Yoda.
I have the original Baby Yoda. I just don't know where
pillow
it
and
is.
a chapstick holder. I have the original Baby Yoda.
Probably under some bills. I have a pillow. What
That's
am I going to get for this Mando Monday? What am I going to get? I'm going to get a Baby Yoda Bluetooth speaker.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I think that's what I want to see under the Mando tree this Mando Monday.
Yeah.
What about you, George?
I have original Baby Yoda.
Not true.
I have original Baby Yoda
No.
here. And I
No.
didn't need a Baby Yoda pillow because I have this South by Southwest pillow, which was stolen from South by Southwest more than half a decade ago. When Late Night with Seth Meyers was sort of about to premiere, or just premiered, was they were sort of making their debut as a show, and they went to South by Southwest.
Right.
And the George Lucas Talk Show was there as well. And they had these nice pillows, and we stole one. And then for every show we did at UCB, we would, this is true, for every show we ever did at UCB, we would always have the South by Southwest pillow. And we always said we would give it back. We would give it back if Seth Meyers ever came on the show.
This is also true. There was a real premium placed on booking writers from Seth Meyers so that they could come on stage and you could confront them and say, your boss wants his pillow back. He's got to come here and do this show.
Got to come back here and do it. I don't know whether I'll give the pillow back if we ever get him on the live stream. That might be enough. We might.
George, I'll say this.
Yeah.
We could have people ask him on Twitter if he wants to come on.
We could have people ask Seth if he wants his pillow back. He has to come on.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I mean, I don't know whether I'm willing to give it back just for being on the live stream, but we did take this pillow and we put it. It's sort of our good luck charm. We put it on the stage for every show. We always imagined I think I would give it back to him, but I'll only give it back in person. So that has to be post-pandemic.
Mhm.
But if he comes on the live stream, I'll make the promise to protect the pillow for him.
I think if people want to use what's the hashtag, George?
Seth by Southwest. Because I don't think anyone's using it anymore. They already have it. The hashtag is Seth by Southwest. So it's Seth XSW.
So tweet this screen cap at Seth. Say, Seth, if you want this pillow back, you gotta come on the George Lucas Talk Show at GLTS or at G Lucas Talk Show. Hashtag Seth by Southwest.
Yeah,
I think it's good.
And mention that we've had a lot of his writers on the show, and be very nice to him because he's a good guy.
He's a good guy.
Carl, how do you plan on celebrating Mando Monday? I understand it's earlier. You're on West Coast time, so you have a little more time to prep.
Yeah. So I'm probably gonna check StockX and get some Mando Jordans.
Yeah.
At least see what the prices are.
Have you seen the Mando sneakers, Carl?
Nah, send me the link.
I'll send it to. I'm going to put it in the private chat. There is a full line.
Well, I'll put it on the screen, Watto. Hang on one sec.
I think it's Nike. Am I wrong about that? No, it's
Adidas.
We have a lot of fan art. We have a lot of fan art that's come in.
Really? Okay, here we go. Here's the there they are.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge Adidas guy. They don't sit on big feet well.
Interesting.
Oh wow, Carl, we have a lot of fan art that's coming.
Yeah.
Oh,
Here we go. Here we go, Carl. You're gonna eat this up.
Yeah, I like that.
We got that one.
Oh,
we have this. You're wearing an Arliss episodes 1 through 3.
With the Arliss wrap gift. Love that.
Yeah. What else do we got? We got some more. Hang on. There's another one.
In a Boston Celtics hat, and I do believe that they photoshopped dead Boston Celtic. What's his name? Len Bias. On the day that he died, after he was drafted by the Boston Celtics, and then went on to have a cocaine overdose on the night of the draft, 1996. I believe that's a picture of him.
Wow.
But I do love that. I love it to death.
Wow.
I say everybody but the Red Sox.
Oh, here we go.
Oh yeah. Oh
There's
yeah.
This linebackers.
Here we are. Look at us.
Yeah.
That it? That might be it. Yeah. Okay.
Look at that. Someone else has retweeted the HBO pillow.
Yeah.
Is on someone else's Twitter.
We love it.
We love it.
We love it. We love it. We love it.
We love it. We love it. We love it. We love it. We love it. We love it. We love it. We love it. We love it. We love it. We love it. We love it. We love it. We love it. We love it. We love it. We love it.
We love it.
We love it.
George, I had a fun night. Did you have a fun night, George?
Very fun night. Thank you, Patrick, for making it such a fun night.
Just want to ask.
Thank you
Carl,
for making it such a fun
Yeah,
night.
you don't want to ask Carl.
Carl, did you have a fun night? It's a weird thing to ask somebody.
I had a great night. I'm having a great. This is great.
That's great.
Taking me off right now because I was.
No, I won't let him. Carl, I won't let him. I will place myself in front of him. I'll take the kick before I let you take it.
Carl, you'll be the last one here. I promise. Okay?
Yeah.
You'll be here after us.
Okay.
You're officially the unkickable guest.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah. And may the force be with you.
Thank you.
Always.
And also with you. Okay, well, folks, it's me now. So go ahead, ask any questions you got, make any statements you got, give me some recipes. What you like, what you eating out there? What you drinking? What y'all sipping on tonight? Okay, what's going on? Let's everybody, post a picture of yourselves. Let's see everybody. I see we need some dirt on Patrick. I don't do that. I don't drag people through the mud, okay? I can't. I don't do that. Show off all my hats? No. Not gonna do that either because my hats are in my bedroom and it's a whole ordeal. But I will show you some that I got sitting right here. This is the University of Southern California coach's bucket. That one's pretty solid. This is their special edition LA Clippers tie-dye joint. Really like this. Fits my head well. You want to know about what I feel about the Russell Westbrook John Wall trade? That shit is tight. Congratulations to Russell Westbrook. He gets to go to Washington. I've eaten at a lot of good restaurants in Washington, D.C. Golf adventures. Golfing is wild and it's elitist, and I don't love it because I'm a real one. Now, I'll tell you that I don't like the way people have this whole respect the green situation going on the golf course, because all of us, like, we all play sports. Like, nobody says respect the field. Nobody says respect the court, tennis, basketball. Nobody says respect the diamond. But all these fucking golfers get mad when you hit a ball and you don't fix your divot mark or whatever. Give me a break, man. Give me a break. Celebrity appearances on SNL recently. You know, I really like Jim Carrey. I really like Maya Rudolph. Alec Baldwin's cool, I guess. Hey, good night. Good night, Aaron. Hope you sleep well. Have sweet dreams. Drink some water. Drink some water before you go to bed. Drink some immediately after you wake up, preferably cold. Can I explain the rules of field hockey? No, I cannot, because I don't know how to play it. So both of us don't understand it. Both of us can do a little Googling tonight. And you're welcome. Life Cereal. Anything else? Where can we hear my brother's music? It's on SoundCloud. My brother's a SoundCloud rapper. His name is Lil Pump. And how do I celebrate the Dodgers winning? I was in the house, bored. I also did a little karaoke. I did my taxes. You can catch me on Iffy's Twitch page doing my taxes every now and then. If he doesn't know, we're doing karaoke. We call it doing taxes. Can I sing some Memphis, Kansas Breeze? I cannot. If I could be on any game show, which one and why? I think I'd have a good time on Family Feud, but Family Feud from the 80s. Prefer 1982 when Richard Dawson was the host. I think I would like that. What plane do I fly on Flight Simulator? I usually stick to the big dogs. I'm flying at A380 at Emirates. What am I going to have for breakfast tomorrow? I'm glad you asked. I'm going to do Gordon Ramsay's scrambled egg recipe tomorrow because I got some nice cheeses. So that's what I'm going to get down with tomorrow. Is Bill Pullman a sandwich? I don't think so. I think that's a dude. That'd be tight. Do I play Animal Crossing? I do not. Don't play Animal Crossing. Didn't get with that during the time. How many hours of sleep am I aiming for tonight? Well, y'all got to remember, I'm on the West Coast, so it's just 9:13 here. So I'm about to be up playing video games with the homies for probably another 3 or 4 hours. I'll probably get into the bed around 1:30, 2 a.m. And because somebody at my job got COVID, I don't have to go tomorrow. So, yeah, we get to take a little while, a couple of days off. How do you make a grilled cheese? I'll tell you how I did it today. What I did today was I threw some smoked Gouda on there. I threw some Fontina on there. I also had some white smoked cheddar that I threw on there. I put some butter on the bread, and then I put butter in the pan as well. And then I put that in the pan, laid it in there, did the regular grilled cheese stuff. And then I threw it on a styrofoam plate. And get this, the styrofoam plate melted through. And it's in the shape of a piece of bread. You can check my Instagram story at @DamnItCarl if you want to see that picture. It's really cool and really funny. Taysom Hill is out there killing the game. If you don't know who Taysom Hill is, go Google him. He's the Mormon quarterback of the New Orleans Saints currently. And real attractive guy. Real attractive family. Beautiful family. Steve Harvey, is Steve Harvey cool? Yeah, Steve Harvey's cool. I would say so. I think Steve Harvey's cool. Yeah. What is the best ingredient to splurge on? What ingredient is worth it? I don't know if there's something that we should say ingredient to splurge on. But buying fresh herbs and cooking with those, like when I make steak, I throw some real rosemary in there, and that rosemary goes bad quick. So you got to use it and use it up. But it's cheap. It's not really a splurge. Thank you for watching me on Judge Millie. That was really fun. Millie's the homegirl. Do I ever mess with Asiago? I don't buy Asiago because I feel like it'll go to waste because I won't use it very often. With the smoked Gouda, the Fontina, the cheddars, I can throw those in other things and other things that I make. Even if I just want to do a little adult lunchable, or what fancy people call charcuterie. What's my least favorite bit that people repeat to me? I do appreciate when people do the bits, but if I haven't mentioned the bit, and like if I ask like a serious question, like if I'm really trying to get some information, like the other day, I was trying to figure out if anybody has gotten a new driver's license during the pandemic in the state of California, and people were just messaging me toot beep. And you may think that's funny, but I don't necessarily think that's funny. What was my feeling about that countdown? I thought that shit was tight. I'm very happy to be here. Love a good countdown. Love a good day of celebration. Y'all take care now. Now this is something that I will address in this right now. First of all, very thankful that y'all like my work on Comedy Bang Bang. I'm really thankful for that. But y'all always add a now to take care. And I never say now at the end of that. Because OJ doesn't say now. It would be inaccurate for me to add a now at the end of OJ, our sweet brother OJ's catchphrase. It would be inaccurate for me to do that. Oh, wait, I need to get my CA license during the pandemic. What is the answer? Well, you're going to have to stick with the license you already have. Because they aren't making appointments right now to get your driver's license at the DMV. However, I have figured out a loophole. For this. If you apply for the real ID, you got to go in. You got to go into the office. You got to go into the office to get the real ID. So I'm very stoked about that. The painting behind me, that right there is Dr. Dre, the Chronic album cover. That one is a picture of the Mississippi Gulf Coast sign located in Gulfport, Mississippi, which is where I am from. And over there is Brother Nipsey Hussle. Rest in peace. Kind of like that whole wall there is representing both of my homes, Mississippi Gulf Coast and Los Angeles. Favorite regional barbecue. I like Mississippi barbecue. I also like Memphis style barbecue. That's kind of what we do in Mississippi. We do Memphis style. Pascal Siakam. Oh, y'all want me to say it like E40 though? If E40 were saying Pat, you'd be like Pascal Siakam. There you go. Scrambled, homie. Eggs scrambled. Who is the most flagrant one in the NBA right now? I got to go PJ Tucker. He's going on year 15. Dude's got the best shoe collection in the league. He's fitted to death. He's dope. I like PJ Tucker. I think he's the most flagrant one in the NBA. Did I watch Star Wars growing up? I did not. I did watch Return of the Jedi with my uncle one time. Billy D. Williams is a legend. He's an all-star. So, who's winning the NFC East this year? I don't know. Don't they all suck? NFC East right now. NFC East. We got the Giants. I guess the Giants are going to win the NFC East. Yeah, they've got the best record. 5-7. Jeez Louise. The Washington football team could also win it. Do I like Ewoks? I don't have a opinion on Ewoks. Are the Raptors going to crack the top 4 in the East? See, there's Boston. There is Milwaukee. There's Miami. Raptors could get up there. I'm excited to see what Atlanta's going to do. If I can name a football team, what would I name it? Give me a city. Tell me what city I'm naming it for, and I'll give that city a football team. Because I could name it a lot of stuff. Has to be regionally covered. I see you got Kansas City. I would name the football team in Kansas City the Kansas City Ribs. Reno Ribs. Winnipeg Wibs. Washington, D.C., Police. Las Vegas, Craps. Coruscant, where's that at? Cincinnati, Bengals. Toronto, Huskies. Boise, Ribs. Quincy, Massachusetts. Oh, you're using a picture of my good buddy and brother Mike Mitchell. Quincy Mitchells. Kansas City Ribs, yeah. Sea Caucus. I've been to Sea Caucus. My name is Sea Caucus Stations. Seattle Stations. Would you consider having former Flagrant Ones guest Griffin Newman come on to discuss the pilot of Arliss in the event the NBA pushes back the season? Griffin Newman can come on Flagrant Ones anytime, but he has to talk about draft day. Those are the rules. Sea Caucus, Seahawks. I like that. Ottawa, Camp Ottawana. Okay. The questions have stopped. I guess that's it for me, y'all. Y'all have a great night. Be blessed. Put some money in the bucket. Put some money in the collection plate for the George Lucas Talk Show. Support PlanetScum.live. Show your support. Dig into your pockets. Give out all you can. We know it's a hard time. But give out all you can. Thanks for sticking around for the after show. Y'all be blessed. Y'all sleep well. Have a great night. Good evening. Take care forever. That was threatening. That was a threatening. Bye.